Oh my god.
Welcome everyone to the Global Content Creator Battle Season number 2. Today's the last day. We only have 2 teams. We started with 8, now with just Inquisition and Battle Frenzy. Let's see what we come down to the finals. It's going to be the last one very soon, in just a few hours. Of course, it's your homie Clef, and with me we have Kenny here and Car6. How are you guys doing? And what do you think is going to happen? It's the last day of the GCV Season 2. Start with Kenny.
Yeah, we've been through a lot. I feel like it's been a few episodes now. I think everyone here on the casting desk has gotten a lot closer. I think over the last few weeks, definitely heard some funny stories shared around the desk. I think that, I don't know, the overall CCB so far has been probably one of the more exciting tournaments that I've seen, at least this year, for E7 related content. I, for one, have high hopes for all the contenders that are still within this tournament. And I'm ready to see someone take home the big prize. That 80k Skystone's looking really, really juicy, especially with Hunt Buff going on right now.
Oh, yes. Everyone should be rolling back on the background, at least, for sure. Yeah. All right. Hey, Kenny. And what about you, Car6? How'd you enjoy so far? And what's going to happen today?
It's been good. Yeah, we've been spending every weekend together, so we definitely grown closer. This grand finals, though, I think we've been mentioning, right, how it's so important to take the early games. I'm rooting for Team Inquisition, but Battle Frenzy looks so strong. If Inquisition can take some early rounds, so Chaos Primate and Valky, I think they have a good shot. But man, Battle Frenzy looks like kind of unbeatable, sort of.
Yeah, those two will be up against YC Lin, and time will stop from Battle Frenzy. And yesterday they had an incredible 3-0 victory. I'm talking about Battle Frenzy. And it's going to be the 2 strongest teams out of the 8 that we had. And today, the best news is actually that it's going to be all best of 5. So we might get we're going to have a lot more pre-bans if we actually go into that 5 game, and maybe too many heroes being banned, which actually might cause us to go back into like the old heroes, like maybe some golden boys that we have seen a couple of times, maybe some out of the ordinary heroes that we might actually see. So let's actually go right in and talk about teams a little bit more. And before we do that, here's a battle result of the first 2 weeks, first 3 days of the quarterfinals, and what just happened in the semis, match 5 and match 6. Inquisition up here as the first grand finalist after defeating Pucho and Friends 3-1 set score. And Battle Frenzy had a pretty convincing win yesterday with a 3-0 victory. The 4th player, Didi, didn't even have to play to come up to the grand finals. And here we have it. It's going to be all best of 5. So it's one match, but because it's all best of 5s in every single set, it might be a little bit longer of a game play. We'll have to see. And here is Inquisition. Yeah, easy finals, but this time we're going all the way, and they came all the way, but can they go all the way to the end? That's the big question. Kana was here before. Maybe this is their chance. Kana, the leader. Valky, who's been playing absolutely great. Chaos Primate also getting a lot of win. And Ayak, if you go to set number 4, he will be right there. And their opponent here, Battle Frenzy, the leader. Lovely Vanguard. I don't think he really dropped any games. He's so strong. Time will stop. And YC Lin, who has been very strong, first player to go. And Didi, who actually did not get to play, so maybe some hidden strategies that we did not get to see. We'll see what it comes down to. These 2 teams. We'll only have 1 winner coming out from the GCD season number 2. We kind of heard the prediction. Because I have 4 accounts, I voted 2 each, so I'm like right in the middle.
Wow,
that's
no bias, okay?
Right there.
I voted
Yeah.
2 too, okay?
classic
So
fence sitting.
Right in the middle. I don't really bias towards any team, of course. And talking about the predictions, I think we have the updated numbers. Whoa, slightly more for Inquisition
Wow.
than what I saw yesterday. I think it was about like
Yeah.
60-something% to 30-something, but now it's 74 to 26. Wow. You sure that's going to happen? We had a lot of upsets starting from the quarterfinals.
Yeah, only 1/4 of you guys believe in Team Inquisition? My God.
Oh, I think it's wait, is it? I think it's 26% for Battle Frenzy, right? I
Yeah,
think more people are.
Oh
Yeah,
my,
more people
wait,
are, yeah, more.
75 for Inquisition?
Okay, I think there's a. So I think we all know, at least on the global stream here, how
Mm-hmm.
much of a fan favorite Valky is so far. I think Valky, after knocking out that convincing set from
Yes.
Go Meowme, has really swung the tide, especially for our voters here on today's stream. That 74%, I think, is definitely riding on a. I don't want to say Team Kana, but maybe it's going to be a Team Valky right now. I don't know.
That's what I
It's
said.
true.
Yeah, I'm with the 75. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. And the big meme right now is that is Team Inquisition going to win with Kana actually winning the game, or is it going to be Battle Frenzy actually winning the entire thing with Didi not getting to play that many games? I think
Man,
there-
you're
there's
putting
some-
Kana and Didi on the spot there, but you're right. They're both going to be very key figures here. I
Uh-huh.
mentioned KS Primate and Valky. If they come out strong, that means Didi's going to step up. If they drop a game, that means Kana's going to have to step up big time.
Yeah, there are some big players, and I think we just go straight down to with the order that we had before. So before we move into the next stage, it's going to be Chaos Sec Primate going against YC Lin first. So that's going to be the first match as we see. Okay, production on top of me, and then second set, Valky versus Time Will Stop. That's going to be another really good battle. And the leader, Kana versus lovely Rengar. That's going to be very tough too. And fourth, if we get there, Ayak versus Didi. And we get to set 5. Ace match. And depending on how the members are doing, we pick one player after set number 4, only when we are tied 2-2. And because we only have one matchup today, even though it's all best of 5, I really want to see set 5 and who they actually choose as the ace player.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be real fun. Okay, Kana was saving his secret battle for the finals. We'll see. And for the first battle, we're going to have Kiasek Primate for Team Inquisition and YC Lin on the other side for Battle Frenzy. Anything interesting that you want to bring up about the players?
Yeah, I think especially with YC Lin showing from last week, for one, for those of you who've been watching over the over the course of the stream, YC Lin is someone who's very decisive with his pick and ban strategy. I think in response to a lot of the picks that we see, Epic 7 being, more catered towards, those counter picking and reactionary picks. I mean, YC Lin just always being one step ahead, I feel like, especially in those drafts, and never having, that pressure that a lot of the other players might feel when he gets, lost in a draft.
What do you think about the matchup, Car?
No, that's definitely for sure. The how quickly he picked definitely put some pressure on his opponents. But Chaos Primate looked really good, especially against someone like Panshui, right? Yesterday, we saw he did clutch out the win there. And so, this is still anyone's game. But yeah, YC Lin looking very scary.
Yeah, the first set's going to set a lot of tone into the best of 5. And I think a lot of the matches that we had so far, the team actually that won the first set ended up winning the entire match. Of course, it was best of course, that one big number, when you grab that first, it does put you in a big advantage. But that's how things happen so far. And it might be the same for the grand finals, who knows? But once you get to like game 4 and game 5, oh man, we have to talk about about the pre-bans. First of all, we have to remember all those pre-bans. It's going to be more than 10 at that rate. So the draft might get a little funky by the time we have like more than 10 pre-bans.
Yeah, you're going to have to dig real deep. It's going to see how flexible your count is. I know for sure I would struggle past game, 2 or 3.
Yeah, and I think this will really differentiate between, who's the runner-up and who is that winner. I think going from a best of 3 to a best of 5 is a whole different realm. I don't think any of these players have, sort of experienced that before. So I'm curious to see, even the players that do have like the stronger, standing in the best of 3, they still will keep that same level of strength in the best of 5.
Yeah, when we get all the way there, you have to really extend and go all the way and look into the extra hero pool. And the players should be all ready to go. And to see both players ready to go, lock in. And YC Lin, he was instant picking every single draft yesterday. Insane how quickly he was picking, just mono pressure. And sometimes because you're used to some extra time from the opponent, when you are that much pressured in time, sometimes you just mispick. That can actually happen against these type of opponents. And I'm hearing that our first game is actually ready. Let's dive in right in. The first set, he has Second Primate from Team Inquisition. And his opponent, YC Lin, on the right from Battle Frenzy. Starting with pre-bans, of course. 4 pre-bans are.
Oh, we do see the Politis and C. Lilius getting banned away, as well as that Scarowell and the Bellion. Chaos Primate opting for the Emma Koeric first pick, the safe attack buff.
You aren't even fit to kiss my feet.
Seen his first pick Stenny a few times now, followed by the Destina.
And YC Lin going so quick with the picks.
I will honor
Chaos
Yeah, we
Primate
see
though
that
following
Destina-
suit, right? He's got some
Yeah,
quick
the
picks too.
Destina
A
and
little bit.
Stenny getting picked up for YC Lin as well. 2 strong combo units that we've seen time and time again.
Oh, a Ruel comes out. We've seen a few here. Definitely slowing down the pace big time.
Yeah, quite a tanky team on the left. And YC
Yeah.
Nice to see.
There's a word we've mentioned a few times, Kenny and I, and that's tempo. And the problem with Ruel, she's good into units like Rimu that can like one-shot, but she doesn't bring too much tempo to the table. So this might be a little bit early of a pick here from Chaos Primate. We'll see how it pans out.
Yeah, do you think that Ruel is a little bit slow into a unit like Stenny as, more units start, chipping away? That Stenny just starts getting stronger and stronger, especially as Frenzy goes on.
Ning has just been picked a bunch this tournament. Love to see it.
Ning-ning.
Very strong, of course, into that FCC.
Yeah, that barrier inversion quite strong. And also Yuha responding with Charlotte. Chaos Primate on top of his game for draft right now.
Yeah, getting that extra reach for the Stenny, as well as being pretty strong into 2 of the green units that we see there. We know that in RTA, you do get that extra damage buff for elemental advantage, and the extra reach locked in with the Sage Vivian as well.
Yeah, double reach there. He doesn't get locked out fighting the Stenny. That is going to give the Yulha, though, a lot of damage to potentially, fuel her skill 3.
Yeah, every damage dealer that Chaos Primate picked is not single target. They're all AoE, so even though they do have that reach for the Stenny, priming up that Yulha is really, really scary.
Yeah, double-edged sword. Nice little draft there from YC Lin. Last pick is the Pirate Captain Flan.
Ooh, and a great pick from YC Lin there. There's only one real effective cleanser if he decides to ban one or the other, making that Pirate Flan very, very dangerous in this draft.
Okay, and then waiting for the post bans. There are some potential to just ban out a lot of the DPS. The 5th picks.
Let's see, 3 seconds on the clock.
Yes, Primate.
Yeah, YC Lin opting to ban that Emma Koeric. Like we mentioned earlier, that debuffer, one of the cleansers is gone now, and the Pirate Captain Flan does have free reign. And Ning Ning banned away from Chaos Primate's side. You don't want that cycling that we see from Ning Ning. You don't want that attack up as well.
The attack up, the inversion, the cycling. I had to respect it.
Both players really concerned about the debuff and the pushback. And let's see how that actually plans out in our game number 1. Here we go. First round of the grand finals in Inquisition and Battle Frenzy.
Let's do it. It's a very important match. First round of the
First
day.
game.
You're in trouble now.
Starting with Pirate Captain Flan. So no more barrier inversion. Ning Ning gone.
Yeah, and full immunity on a lot of the units here. Besides Ruel, actually gets a resist. Little resist check
Ooh,
there.
that's big knowledge there for Chaos Primate. At least early on in this game, that Ruel can resist the debuff from the Pirate Captain.
You want to try me?
The FCC doing really nicely with this team, effectively completely mitigating the Stenny's damage. And that is a 9.8k HP Stenny, so you know she's going to bring a huge punch whenever she takes her turn.
Opting just skill 1 there, holding the skill 3.
And their skill null, just getting the poison.
This is your last chance to
Let's see the damage. Big skill 3 coming out from the Sage Vivian. Crit damage for the squad.
Now it's too late to escape.
Oh, and that's priming up that Fire Charlotte here. Oh, she's already at half HP.
Would have been lower, right? Saw a little Guardian Ice Crystal proc, I think.
Here's the
This is a
Cena.
scary turn coming up from Chaos Primate with that crit damage buff on the Fire Charlotte as well. This team's going to start taking a lot of damage.
Kneel before me and pay your
How can you
respect
actually
the way you
protect?
Stenny does
Just
go
like that,
down.
the Stenny goes down.
Nine
A lot of
lives.
damage coming out early.
But a huge turn
Immunity
from
is
Pirate
cycled
Captain
off
Flynn.
though, so it's a big skill 3 here. This is where YC Lin needs to
Only
come back.
has one cleanse. She does not have an AoE cleanse like the Stina, and the bomb does land this time on the Ruel as well.
Ooh, that's big. No bombs on the Charlotte.
A huge tempo swing for YC Lin's side, but is there really a good opportunity to revive that Stenny?
Gonna
Well,
be
the
tough.
Stina's
Who's he
turn
opting to
is
hit here?
Give 'em
Let's go
hell.
for the stun on the Ruel. Very safe pick here.
Yeah, landing the
In
bombs now.
light's name.
The damage wasn't too much though. I'm surprised a little bit. Maybe more effectiveness bulk build.
It's never a good idea to get
Not
in
going to
my
go
way.
for that Grace yet. Maybe YC is looking for a different timing to keep that S10A up.
As long as I'm holding this spear, I won't
Redirect
back down.
provoke landing on the Sage Vivian as
Ooh,
well. Ooh, and a big
little
dual
dual
attack.
attack.
Ooh.
This Charlotte's gonna hurt as well.
Yeah, and this
She did
Yoha's
not
getting
get any
slowly
debuffs.
primed up for her S3 as well. I think with this Fire Charlotte turn.
Oh my god, but she's almost dead already.
Kills you,
Get a
huh?
proc.
Ridiculous.
That's gonna be a big Yula S3. Bombs go out on the
Don't be
FCC.
afraid.
Ooh, and this Yoha might just be able to take out that Ruel. We know this is a
Stina turn, though.
32k HP Yoha, so I think this Ruel is definitely going to
You
get
must
past
think
up
you have
here.
9 lives.
Cycling
Keep
the
that
flan
Firefly
now.
alive.
Soul burn. Get that extra.
Hold on, a resistance on the Fire Charlotte.
Yeah, this is unfortunate. Fire Charlotte dodging all the debuffs.
Yeah, with all those buffs on her.
Finally lands a
Gets
bomb.
the bomb, gets the stun as
You
well.
want me to give you
And
This
this
is gonna
Yoha is about to
hurt.
do
Who's he going
big
into?
Yoha has
swing from
no
YC
HP,
inside. I
which
think it
is
has
a lot
to go for
more
the
damage.
Ruel here.
He is going for the Ruel. Let's see the damage.
melodies of
Definitely enough to kill.
Oh,
And the
21
bombs go
As
off.
well.
Just like dominoes.
Radiant
Yuha
light.
and getting that
We
HP back with the kill.
Yeah, and I think we're going to.
Wow.
Do we skill 3 here?
I didn't
Yes,
see,
we're gonna rip
I
it.
wasn't-
Protection.
Yeah, I didn't see where the Stenny is going to be revived here. She revives at wherever she fell. in the
And he can
CR
win this just
bar.
3v4, right? So the Stenny, it's
You're in
more maybe just
trouble
about topping
now.
up the
Mhm.
flan and the the
So
rest of the squad here.
as long as YC Lin here doesn't proc any buffs on the Fire Charlotte, she doesn't actually have her AoE. So she actually would not be able to reach the Stenny if the Vivian gets stunned here, and she does.
I believe she has skill 3 though.
Oh yeah, that's
Charlotte will be
true.
able to rip the skill 3, so he does need to manage it.
the fish are
Comes Pirate Flan.
tonight. It's
Good
never
amount of.
a
That's a
good
good spread of
Bomb.
debuffs there.
my way.
It's pretty good.
Oh, but looks like this Fire Charlotte is going to get her S3 off.
Oh no, actually Stenny cutting,
Don't come near.
and she has skill
Four.
3. She never
Just
used
for
it.
Charlotte.
Kiss my feet.
Oh, we see
needs to
another
land this stun
resistance
here.
here. There were some resistances earlier on this
I was
Fire
stuck on
Charlotte.
you.
Oh,
Not this
unfortunately-
time.
Stun comes through.
Yeah, that should lock it out here. Flan putting in so much work.
YC Lin with the comeback.
Just like that,
Wow.
YC Lin takes the first match of the set.
Well played.
Wow,
Definitely under
wow,
pressure.
wow. Wow, what a huge comeback. Held that Cena really well. And Yuha surviving with 1k. That was a big
Yeah, that Yoha surviving with that low HP was definitely very lucky. But again, we mentioned the lack of cleansers on Chaos Primate's draft earlier, and that
Mhm.
last pick, Pirate Captain Flan, just putting in all that work there, especially near the end.
Yeah. One of the weaknesses of Ruel and why you don't see her as often, and definitely not, I wouldn't try to pick her proactively. As you saw there, we kind of suffered with her lack of cleansing and tempo.
Usually Ruel paired up with sometimes another Soul Weaver on the team. YC Lin knew exactly what the weakness was and went for that tactic with the Pirate Captain Flan, providing a lot of debuffs. Here's round number 2. Waiting for 2 more pre-bans. Getting very interesting. And YC Lin knew exactly how to come back in that matchup. The
Ooh,
Stina
and this
ban.
time, from both sides, the Stina and the Stenny getting banned away. YC Lin being very strategic with those bans. He wants to take that Destina early on, but when it's not his first pick, he wants to let that Destina get sent off. No Destina for anyone to pick here.
Wow.
Yeah, 2
I'm
definitely
glad
strong
you picked no
pre-bans.
choice.
AWOL first pick now from the side of YC Lin.
Yeah, we've mentioned it a few times that even though Emma Koerik does have that full cleanse into the AOL, it is a strategy game, a little bit of a battle on who decides to use their S3 first, because they're kind of in unison.
A game of chicken.
You can get my
So often you need
autograph
2
later.
cleansers to deal with her.
Shall I have a go?
Oh, Blue Crow.
Hey, Chloe getting picked up as well from YC Lin's side. You want that attack buff as
Interesting.
well?
don't know if Chaos Primate got the memo that Yule has the new crow, but he's rocking it.
Yulha also still available. On the side of Chaos Primate.
He's not really a person that uses Yuha like the other players.
Mm-hmm.
Popping through a couple of heroes.
YC Lin knows this game's going to be a long match. Pulls up the blanket to keep himself warm.
It is a best of 5, so it's going to be a little longer compared to all the other matches we had. Thinking about.
We see an
Archdemon
Archdemon
number
here.
Do I
Oh, we
look
see the
familiar
Alencia.
to you?
Okay.
I like the Alencia as a stripper for potentially to make Chloe buffs, but sometimes using that unit into AOL might be a little finicky, especially if the timing is off and the unbuffable sticks. She doesn't proc her Mind's Eye.
Definitely a risky pick there, especially in the third position. YC Lin now has 2 options here to rebuttal.
Wondering if a unit like Car's favorite unit, Landy, might be picked up here.
We could.
Very
This is a
strong
great
unit.
Landy match. Maybe a
Not too
maybe a
much reach
combo.
here.
Landy Millum.
Maybe did YC Lin use that many Landy yesterday?
Leave it to
There's
me.
the Landy.
Here we
You see
go.
the Landy.
And the
And
Miller.
the Millum as
There it
well.
is, the tried and true.
I'll teach you dignity.
Millum, I think,
Charlotte coming up.
being a little bit of an early contested pick. I'm not too sure if the synergy is really there for this match in particular, especially with that blue crowd being a looming threat as well. But
It's not the best,
it
but when
does
your
keep
opponent had the
the-
Alencia, I think it's okay. Sage Ball, though, is an interesting pick here on the side
Ooh.
of Chaos Primate.
Ooh,
and the
and
Tywin
the
as well.
Tywin.
Eight Tywin
Yeah.
banned. With the banned
Yeah,
out.
and now
very
First man,
instantly.
no?
instantly. Okay,
The Emerald Caloric being banned away and the Landy
One
not
bad
really getting
thing,
to
though,
utilize all those
this
buffs.
AOL is going to be able to unbuffable. And we mentioned the Alencia, the Charlotte from yesterday, also can struggle big time with those debuffs.
And part of the reason why we don't see crowd too much nowadays is especially because of units like AOL. This AOL pick
Uh-huh.
really being
It's too soon to be
primary contender to win the match here.
We do land the early sleep, though.
So, great start for Chaos Primate.
Cheer for me.
This game 2. YC Lin up 1.
Me Chloe judging if she's going to S3 or not. The Alencia will take a turn afterwards, so I think YC Lin is going to opt to save here. It does.
I was going to
No
let
stun.
you
Skill 3.
easy.
Yeah, quite an early S3.
Yeah.
Defense buff.
Let's go. Prepare yourself.
Could have opted
Does
the
up
Landy
to
there.
S2 on the blue crow as well. Not too much value out of doing that, but getting the pushback on the Millum is always useful.
Counterattack coming out.
Damage.
She's going to have attack up on her turn if she makes it there.
Careful, please move.
YC Lindo.
Deliver.
Pretty hurt here.
Here's
Finally gets the AOL.
S3.
Salvation.
We need some big debuffs.
Ridiculous.
No silence on the Sage Ball.
But 2 unbuffables on those key units. That Fire Charlotte and Alencia are going to lose a lot of tempo
He's ripping
here.
the skill 3 early.
Already.
Even on a miss, that
Enough.
should kill. Yeah, just barely.
Oh,
And this
oh.
Landy will be going down too.
And that's an AoE silence.
How may I help you?
He does have the souls,
Now,
though, so he can
Mayflower does
cycle
have
out
the
of
souls to
this.
cycle out of this. Yep.
And he has to here. He's maybe just deciding on who to try to stun. Does land the
Guts
stun on the
stun
Charlotte.
on the Charlotte.
Later. Your queen has arrived with a special treat.
And with the extra
Good
drop,
revive here.
there's a VIP treatment.
Stand down,
And we got Milliam and Landy back.
please.
Does get the pushback also. Pretty important.
Ooh, and a dual attack. Get some extra healing on the Millum as well.
Shall I test my knowledge?
This Sage Ball, though.
He's missed a few times on this Millum. Ops go
Resist
for the...
on the sleep. That's
Ooh.
big.
手加減してほしいのか?
Now YC Lin, it's time for him to answer back. Does the soul burn?
Ooh, big damage coming out of the Millum. Does have the S3 as well.
Yep, gonna opt to skill 3 that Charlotte.
And the Fire Charlotte falls just like that.
With the Fwaha.
And the Dragon Buster. It's here for Milliam and the damage.
And it's all
is
turning
okay.
around. If YC Lin gets back in Guiding Light, he's gonna be getting pretty comfy.
At the full burst.
I'll get back in the Guiding Light here. But
Yep.
he does have the control on the Millum as well.
Landy's still alive.
Maybe he can get this pushback.
Looking for the
Yeah,
silent.
well, debuffs there so threatening on the side of Chaos Prime with no cleanser left in his draft. This AOL, that decreased CR and the silence on the blue crow. Unfortunately, that blue crow might just not get an S3 off this game.
Actually missed the crit.
Here for me.
Let's see, finishes off Landy. With no HP.
Oh, and another
Big
stun.
stun again.
God.
Those are big. He just needs to ride this Milim train. Sage Ball, no skill 3. Crow does have it, so he's wisely keeping him locked down. Just needs to watch out for that big nuke. This Milim's
Each
putting
time,
out
that
so much
Milim
damage.
stomps 9k per S1. That's huge damage going on to Chaos Primate's draft.
Yeah, those punches. That's gonna hurt.
He's
And
sleep
good
though on the side of Chaos
there.
Primate.
Reason to hold
With the
back.
cycle, his skill 2 is ready, and he has skill 3 in 1 turn as well.
And Sage. Oh,
Misses the sleep this time.
How may I help you?
Just
Gets
getting
a
that
CR
CR.
Shall I
boost.
have a go?
Hitting the stun unit.
Crow can't skill 3 yet. But YC Lin be able to keep him locked down.
Oh, but a big turn coming out from this Milim. It's going to be able to burst through a lot of damage here.
Yeah, opting to just take out that Alencia there.
How ridiculous.
Sage with the cut.
oh,
He has
really?
all
Does have
skills
his
ready.
S2. Opts
Still
to
just
land the
S1.
sleep on the AOL.
Shall I
He's
test
cycling
my
like
might?
crazy.
That's a
He needs to
start.
set up this Crow to get a big skill 3.
Another sleep.
Get my autograph later.
Can YC Lin stun the Crow? No, actually just going for the Sage.
Let's go.
This
Crow
time.
now can rip it.
You have to rip into that maid Chloe. You want to stop the team from reviving here. Unfortunately, can't go for the damage threat. On the
Kill the
Milim.
maid. Cycle back all the way back to skill 3s. Does land the kill.
There's no reason
And
to
Sage
Yeah,
just needs to
that's a
control
lot.
now.
Oh,
That's
but
a
the Milim
miss.
has
Oh,
the
miss.
S1, S3 with the souls here. So this is a big
Yep.
turn.
Here we go.
I think he's just going to
Milim.
opt to finish up the ball here.
Yeah, and with that kill landing, that should be it.
Yeah,
Or
the ball is going to get finished off by the S3 here. The Fwahaha will pop off as well.
Milim game. You don't often see 2 of those pop off in the same match.
Yeah, just like that. YC Lin takes a definitive
Oh,
second game.
man.
Yes, Primate cannot turn the table yet. YC Lin still holding strong. MVP made Chloe, but as you can see from the offense contribution, Milim did all the damage. Landy not much, just taking damage instead. And
Yeah.
what a
And
game.
YC Lin really dictating that draft. Knows how to pick, makes the person react, and falls right into his trap.
And it's so scary though, right? Because Chaos Primate always comes out of the gate hitting so hard, getting kills, but then YC Lin just stays cool, calm, and composed, gets some revives, and just, rides his key DPS to victory. Stacking the other one, not a big issue.
Yeah, what a game here. As the two games going for YC Lin so far. I think we're getting ready for the third game real soon. But what can Chaos Sec Primate do right now? Was that blue crown was it really not the best pick at that moment, or how does he have to really change up his playstyle a little bit in terms of drafting?
I think what happens here is, again, we've talked about this a little bit earlier, where Epic 7 is a very much a reactionary game. Once you see the units come out, you want to take your time. You have 60 seconds. You really want to think about how you can not only work around the units that they picked, but also how you can set up your own synergistic draft. And I think what we really are seeing, at least in these few games, is right now Chaos Primate is kind of focusing on his own draft. Okay, this is what I have in my toolbox. I have the Emerald Coeric, I have the Blue Crow, but he's not really thinking too much about what YC Lin is planning on drafting against those units.
Yep. He's also picking DPS that are very susceptible to AOL without having enough answers ready to stop it if he's not able to ban it.
So it needs a lot more hero in the pool that he has to think about. And there's a lot of heroes that you have to think about at the moment. And Landy Milim seems like a pretty good combo. I've been having some, I think, over about 60% win rate so far as a combo, even if you lose one in the post-ban. So always have to think about that Landy, maybe even grabbing the Milim if she's available, if you're the opponent. So down 2-0, one more win for YC Lin will actually be a set win. So Chaos Sec Primate, he certainly does need to change up his style a little bit. Maybe even to think about some other heroes, maybe ban out a couple of those heroes that YC Lin has been using a lot. Maid Chloe, the scene has banned out, so maybe even take out Maid Chloe, make sure there's no less of a tool to actually revive all those heroes. It's been YC Lin actually falling short at the beginning, but always coming back with a revive. Really strong post the late game strategy in both of the games. So let's see if that works again. Just getting the lobby set up for the third game. And here, yeah, YC Lin just doesn't know how to lose yet. It seems like when you go through the draft, he's like, okay, I can take some damage, I can survive, and in the middle, I'll revive, and then towards the late game, I can win this. He's so confident with the drafting.
Yeah. Make sure he
it's not
stays
just the
calm, comes
drafting,
back.
Too. Yeah, it's about staying calm in each of the turn phases that you take as well. Each unit, has their own kit, their own skill set, and I think he manages that skill set with the cooldowns very respectably.
Yeah, that's YC Lin right now, and that's the reason why Team Battle Frenzy is up in the grand finals. And just because we have some time before we actually go into the next game, I think we can talk about the events that are still going on. There are lots of events going on in-game and also on Stove. And talked about the coupons. Might actually miss that. I've heard a lot of feedback that a lot of you guys actually did not even know about the coupons. There's ESPA coupons if you go on the Stove. And especially if you're on iOS, make sure you go onto the website and put your numbers in and the code in so you can get that immediately. Sometimes it's not on your mailbox, then turn the game off and then turn it back on. It should be in your mailbox right after that. If you put the right code in, first of all. So make sure to go onto our official website, Stove, and check things out. It's all there. It's very easy, simple. You just have to check for a few of those numbers and type in your in-game name. That's about it. So make sure you don't forget about that. And also,
There's some ESPA bookmarks in there, right, G-Clef? So make sure you get them.
Yeah, I think 10.
Especially with, it's a lot, right? Which 10 is 10 pulls, 50 Covenant bookmark
pulls.
equivalent.
Or if you want. And Karina's coming soon next week, so maybe you want to wait a little bit. Maybe you just want to get all the Giselles. I was using a lot of Giselles yesterday for Stomachus, and yeah, she's working very well for PvE so far. And maybe some for PvP that we have seen picked once yesterday, but was post-banned.
Yeah, that one pick from Kana did get banned out from Jenna. He had to, though. Kana set up a draft where, you really need to ban it there.
That was the only damage dealer. I mean, we were sitting there for quite a bit watching that match. A little bit
The
slower
solitary,
on
yeah.
the slower side, but it is what it is.
Okay, we're ready for our round number 3. Thanks for the wait, guys. And so YC Lin up 2. He's about to have the set point. See if Chaos Primate can keep this up. So far, the drafting from YC Lin has been near perfection.
It's been very good. I think Chaos Primate needs to ban AOL or pick up a strong cleanser or 2 even. Because all his DPS are just suffering at the hands of that Angel of Light.
Yeah, but you can't focus too much on that cleansing aspect. It's important to pick up the core units, and that's why we see units like Destina having that cleanse and being a strong core, always being first picked in a lot of these matches.
Right, but since it's banned out, Chaos Primate's going to have to dig deep. Actually, him taking the AOL, I like that.
Yeah, especially with MMO Koeric being banned off on that side. AOL looking pretty strong as an opener.
Oh, certainly. AOL fighting a lot of stuns and debuffs. And also, she can't get stunned. Sometimes you forget about that. And also the skill null, once that comes along.
That's right. And YC Lin, who is super confident on picks now, taking his time, opting maybe to reach for a cleanser here in the form of Amelia.
Emilia first pick? Okay.
Ooh, and I like that first pick. A lot of people have that really high ER on that Amelia, so the AOL usually won't be able to debuff her.
yourselves, vile
Oh,
fiends.
the end.
Mm-hmm.
Quick soul weavers.
Let's do this.
Like the
When
last.
the A-Ross coming out,
Yeah,
Ross
that
being a strong
Raz
utility
Yen.
knight, especially with a lot of DPS units that are still on the table for both sides.
Ross going to provide some defense buff and some dual attack. Has to pair up in some more DPS. Still hiding his pick. That's Chaos Primate. YC Lin has to.
He will have to pick a
reveal-
DPS here, though.
Has to reveal a little bit more in terms of his team comp.
Yeah, definitely wants to reveal at least one of the DPS here. Units like Solitaria, though, are still on the table as well, so something to keep in mind for both sides. Seen a lot of
Kenny,
Solitaria.
we don't want a repeat of yesterday. Let's not bring her up just yet.
Maybe we'll get
You are
Caster's
right,
Curse
though.
and we won't see it.
I fight
Yeah,
with
she
the
is very
power
strong in this
of all.
position. Auden, I think that's a decent pickup here. Not bad at all. And the
Ooh,
Tywin
and
we
the
saw
eight
from
Tywin
last
early.
game.
Is how others
Yeah.
control you.
Yes, Primate with the Remnant Violet
Remnant Violet with the A Ross.
eating things up.
Covering the Landy as well. Does get locked up here from
Okay.
Chaos Primate's side. YC
Yeah,
Landy
Landy
is
a
a good
great fifth pick.
PS into both these units here.
Will we see the Millum again? Not bad in the
Here's
Violet.
also
Very
the
good in the
Millum.
Landy.
Yeah,
I think an
really
Archdemon
pretty well.
Shadow is also a pretty strong unit here.
Whoa.
Pretty good into
Hovering
the
a
Remnant
Wanda.
Violets.
No way.
Oh no.
Hmm.
It is
Oh,
the Millum.
Millum.
Yeah, he hovered the Flan, which would have been okay as well. But yeah, opts for the Millum here. Double. Excuse me on that. Millum last pick. Tywin previously, which was banned out last game. What do you do here on the side of Chaos Primate? Do we ban the Millum
I
expecting?
think you have to ban the Millum here. The Millum just being too much of a threat. And she has that Dragon's Eye to kind of deal with Remnant Violet as well.
And it also targets Landy. So that had to be the ban.
Ooh.
Violet ban on the left.
So Chaos Primate actually gets the Landy through here. And barring the 8 Tywin skill 3, going to be very, very strong. Also eating up the odd encounter. Let's see what YC Lin can do to reach this Landy if she procs the Guiding Lights.
You know,
Yeah, I
must be
do
thinking about.
want to note here that there aren't too many buffs on the side of YC Lin, so the Landy stacking here won't be too much of a problem if he's able to control the tempo.
Especially combined with the AOL, right? Going to be even less debuffs potentially.
And we'll take the first turn. We'll see. Does it resist? And the Amelia does resist the AOL. Big news for YC Lin here. We know that this cleanse will go through each rotation on that
He
Amelia.
picked that first. He was confident.
Yeah, that ER must be very high on Amelia.
Yeah, but here's an attack buff Landy. Getting the first 3 S3 off. Scaling damage, some extra speed buff as well. Oh, but
the cleanse.
no guiding light.
Uh-oh. Anti-crit at least.
If I must fight,
Missed the crit on the first hit.
no destiny.
Talisman.
Can
Frost
stop
with the
me.
deep defense buff. Has to provide something on Landy.
I'll destroy you.
Not stealth. And here's ambitious Tywin.
Let's see what he opts to do here. Potentially just going to wait for the souls.
To save for the 10 souls so he can soul burn the S3 to have faster tempo rotations.
15k Amelia down to 11k.
Doesn't actually need to
Cigar.
S3 here. Boosting up the A Tywin again. Trying to set up the souls here.
DN responds in kind. Little CR push.
Stand down.
That's a lot of buffs on the left.
Ooh, interesting resist. Probably 15%. As we mentioned before, that's a 32k Eula.
Yeah, she'll definitely be able to one-shot any unit that she kind of targets with that S3 once she gets primed.
Okay, there's that provoke on the Landy.
S3 is primed here
Arrogance.
on the Landy. Does have the immunity on this turn as well.
Yep, big. And Tywin doesn't have the souls yet to start cycling that skill 3. Provoke goes out on the AOL. Off turn for DN here.
Yeah, just a little
Still have hope.
wet noodle fight as we wait for the cooldowns to go up. Find the
Yeah.
right tuning to kind of burst through on
He
either
wants to find
side.
a spot without this defense up or the anti-crit.
And those buffs on the left will start to disappear in a few turns.
Oh, he's
Still
opting to
off
go
the
for it
rip.
here. No attack up.
Or the smite. Just onto Landy.
Does
Oh,
crit,
it does
but
crit.
man.
And the A-Ross
Wait.
passive comes up with the barrier.
Yeah, she's still pretty healthy though. Has that D up. Amelia just opting to top off her team.
YC Lin getting his own barrier.
Here we go. Landy with
There's the
attack
first
up
S3.
here.
But there is invincibility on 2 of the units here. Not too much damage going out this turn from the Landy, unfortunately.
Full burst. Full fighting spirit.
Brace yourselves, fire.
A sizable amount of damage on the Amelia. Not too bad there, especially with Yolha being up still.
I'll protect you.
Guiding Light does proc this time on the Landy.
Yeah,
Keeping
but-
it
Stealth.
And this Tywin's coming up, and we have the souls ready. Immunity though, well timed.
Getting low.
So we
Yeah,
still
there won't
can't
be too
stun
much
the
value
landing.
on the AOL or the A Taiwan S3.
Yeah,
Even
the
if he
Ra's
decides to
S2 was
rip the
good.
slow burn on the S3, the AOL still has the S2 as well to cleanse off any stuns and struggling debuffs. No, but does land the provoke on that DN. That's big.
Yeah, Dihan has all of her skills.
Need help?
Amelia going down here. YC Lin in big trouble.
As long as I
He
have
needs to find a
something
kill
to
on this
protect,
Landy.
I will never lose.
Readded.
Assist me.
Here I go.
Oh, you want me to
What
give you a
looking
meaningless
YC Lin
stuff.
do? Yuha's still pretty healthy.
Yeah, that invincible on Yoha is not what you want to see, especially when you want her to start
Should we
taking
get
more
started?
damage so you get that S3 burst off.
He needs to just survive until the Taiwan, until the immunity wears off, and Taiwan can get some value on his big stuns. We still have the Yuha
I
bomb
think
ready.
there's too much cycling on Chaos Primate's side to really effectively get the timing off. Because A Taiwan won't be able to strip the souls fast enough, right?
Chaos Primate in full control.
Magical power.
Skill 3 coming out.
You learned nothing from last time.
Does have the silver and S3.
We're
does
going
have to
for it
risk
here.
the-
Landy doesn't have immunity.
For the likes of
Ambitious
you.
Tywin. How many stuns can you get? 2.
Yeah, there's
There's
that
the
cleanse we talked about on the
and the spell
AOL.
nullifier as well.
Everything ready on the left.
Yep. He's gonna have to hit him with another one here.
And the S3 on the Ross coming out as well. That defense buff making Chaos Primate's team very, very tanky. Not too much damage threat as well because the
I'll go
Aiden
first.
has already S3'd. 2 turns left
Double
on that
attack with a
skill.
provoke.
I'm at the scene.
When another Landy S3 is primed and ready to go.
And if his Auden gets hit
Show you my
too,
secret weapon.
And this
could
is
be going down.
The Great Land.
She does get hit. Barely survives the whole team, actually.
Oh,
Yoha does have her
Very low
S3,
on
but can
health.
only S3 into the AOL. Getting laid into Frenzy 5 too.
yeah, there's way too many skills.
Just
Yep.
has to concede.
That's top rights.
Where are you?
Yeah,
Chaos Primate takes a very decisive win. And just like
Yeah,
that, we're
that
going
was
to add
solid.
2 more bands into the set.
And maybe 4 more bans if we go to game number 5.
Oh, man.
Yeah, great showing and great draft from Chaos Primate. Definitely recovered a little bit. Took his time to really think about, how to synergize in that draft. We just saw that cycling with the DN and Landy go so far into this match.
Mm-hmm. And taking that AOL also very pivotal. This time he has it on his side instead of having to fight her.
Yeah, getting Emilia. Was Emilia really a great pick in the first pick? 15k. That's some HP, maybe not as healthy.
Do you think the Amelia was pretty good into a reactionary AOL pick? I don't think the A Taiwan was the unit there for YC Lin's side. I don't think we saw any value out of that A Taiwan there in that specific set. I think it really cost him, a unit on his, RTA draft.
Yeah,
Okay.
between the AOL, S2 passive, right, procking always against the Taiwan, and then we have the Ra's immunity also cycled very well there, holding him off. It worked out pretty good on the side of Chaos Primate.
All right, YC Lin still on a set point. Still having fun. We saw some blue Tywin ban.
Blue Taiwan ban does ban the ambitious Taiwan as well. So the Taiwan is banned there.
Of course.
And the A Ross getting banned away from Chaos Primate side. Weislin wants none of that A Ross in this match.
But AOL still on the board, and of course, YC Lin's going to be probably, picking her up. Now, Chaos Primate's been shown like he's not always in the best position to deal with her. Will he be able to adapt?
Oh. Yes, Primate. It feels like you have to really, with 10 pre-bans.
Yeah, I would have just banned out the AOL. The Tywin really, he had the answers for the Tywin, like we just mentioned. A little bit curious there on the pre-ban.
You can call
I
me.
mean, the DN does get picked up here, but I like the
Magical
AOL into the DN pick. I think it stops a lot of her tempo, especially that S3 being able to strip buffs away as well.
B. Little concerned
Ooh,
about.
the good old Deger's Duel Bazaar. Me and Car have been hyping it up all
Oh, yeah.
tournament long, and we've only started seeing him, used, I think, yesterday, right?
Yeah,
Mhm, that's right.
a day-ish, and sometimes he was getting banned out. Got to see because we got to see some Payras, not much, not that many Payras.
Rude.
Here comes Alencia from YC Lin. What other
Shall I have a
answers?
go?
And a blue crowd now, this time from YC Lin. No Yulha this time.
Your life.
Yeah,
ends
opposite the blue
here.
crown now. APOC answers back. A little bit weird into the
good old
Valencia, but
APOC
nice into the
lobby.
crow.
9 lives.
I think
And
Apoc
takes
Ravi
the
being a
pirate.
really strong pick, especially into the AOL. Ravi just getting free hits as well on this team.
Hey, YC Lin's draft looks a little funky all of a sudden.
It's
the
okay so
pirate
far, right?
captain
It's a safe draft right here. This is where it's gonna determine how it goes with his last two picks.
Even though the Pirate Captain Flynn looks like a weird pick here, if he decides to never use his S3 and leaves in the AOL, for example, the Pirate Captain Flynn still does get the S1, S2 value off, so she still can get stuns and debuffs onto YC Lin's team, especially with no cleanser so far.
Yeah,
On
Swanny
YC
skill
Lin's
ones is no joke.
So-
YC Lin though, taking his time. Hovering over. Oh,
Solitaria
The Solitaria being
Oh,
covered.
we
but
talked
not
about that
always
earlier.
pick
versus
into
Stun.
that JB.
Oh.
Oh,
So Kenny, yeah, I was a
Taiwan
little bit
again.
wondering. I don't think the blue tie. There is, I think, in specialty changes, right? That'll ban out the other unit, but the blue Taiwan definitely does
Oh.
not ban out the ambitious Taiwan. So I'm curious
Might have
why
been
that blue Taiwan was banned.
Maybe he
I
thought the same
missed-
thing as well. Hey, me and Chaos Primate are the
Could
same
be.
wavelength.
Yeah, it could
The
be.
Fire Cecilia does come out. Fire Cecilia also having an immunity on her S3 as well, so a pretty strong unit to kind of deal with that ambitious Taiwan.
We saw how powerful it was yesterday, but that was actually on the side of
On a
Battle
unit
Frenzy, I
ban?
believe.
On both sides. Oh,
Taking their times on this post ban.
Pirate Captain Flynn being banned away, and the AOL being banned away from YC Lin's draft. A pretty fair draft here, especially with YC Lin only having that A Taiwan there. But now that Pirate Captain Flynn is banned, I don't really see too much value in that ambitious Taiwan.
and we'll see who starts around round number 4.
Those vile
See Lin.
fiends.
Still on a set score. You're starting with the end, of course. The Soul Weaver, who's one of the fastest Soul Weavers out there.
Opts to save the skills here. You don't want to proc that Landy to have the empowered S3 this early on.
Let's go.
Holding the DJB as well. Gets a little dual attack. Procs the battle command. Pretty big.
Goes for the S3 here, giving immunity and potentially provoking.
Goes all the way.
Ooh, does provoke the blue crow as well.
Yeah, because he got that lucky duel. Was able to proc that S2 on the Taiwan early. Skill 3 coming out from Landy now.
First S3 of the game.
I'll take your life.
Big damage on this team. Guiding Light does proc this time, keeping that Landy safe from the A-Robbie S1s.
Another dual attack.
Look like a pushover
3% by the way.
Lucky there.
Valencia hits the fire CC.
That's a good
There's an injury at Lencia as well. So the injury starting to stack as well.
Yeah, and stripping that immunity is big. Can start injuring that A-Rob if he wants to.
Now defense up for YC Lin from that blue crow. And which target you want to put more injury on Apoc?
I think he put into the Ravi, yeah. That's the only threat.
And
Lower
gets a
her
dual
max
attack
health.
as well.
Yeah, luckily though, he
Crimson
cringe seated the defense break. That would have been even worse.
I'm not too
Yeah,
late.
Still, look at that injury building up. That's his only damage dealer.
And this is also not a proof of valor, A-Robbie, so she's going to start taking big damage coming up shortly.
That's right, Kenny. So Chaos Primate seems like he's in trouble a little bit, but here's the end.
Definitely on the back foot.
And there is a Soul Weaver on Chaos Primate's side, so he does have that sustained healing, whereas YC Lin's draft is all on burst damage.
He has souls if he wants the S3 here.
Might have to push a little faster this time compared to the last game.
I think YC Lin might opt to save the souls here for the Landy, just so he can get that Soulburn S3 to get more and more damage output out.
Yep, just gonna skill 3. No stuns, but double speed down.
Step back, flies.
Not as impactful this time.
And already, this
Robbie's
A-Robbie is
still
only
chewing through.
18k HP. We see full buffs here on the side of Chaos Primate. This Landy empowered S3 is going to rip off for the second time now.
The penetrate.
Misses a lot of crits though.
Oh, the damage.
Oh, but look at the damage done on Chaos Primate's draft. The end still does have the S2 though.
That
Get
could have
some
been a
extra
lot
top up
worse.
here.
All right, now go away.
Just wants the blind here on the inversion.
I will be victorious.
Wow, it does get blind on 3 of the units on YC Lin's side.
Grant me the strength to destroy
Yeah, pretty
evil.
good.
Battle command removes the blinds, but he's stuck now with some unhealable and attack break on the Taiwan.
Some more debuffs coming in. Crowd not too low. HP.
Almost think he should have just left potentially just the blinds up.
Opts to go for the S3 with 5k missing health here.
Yeah,
Is
trying
it
to
going
finish.
Oh,
It's
unfortunately,
not
this is
enough.
Not enough, especially with Aureus on the Fire Cecilia.
And she has this too to heal back.
Such arrogance.
Might have been a little ambitious on the side of YC Lin.
That
There's
might...
a lot of buffs on Chaos Primate's side, and there is a Soul Burn available on the Landy this time. A lot of damage potentially coming through here.
Show your elders some
Yes,
respect.
Primate. He
There
survived.
you go. No soul burn.
Annoying burn.
That might have been 2 missed crits. Yeah, it doesn't even break barrier.
I'll deal
That
with
crit
this.
resistance from the end.
And this Landy's a little bit open here.
Is he going to rip the S3 potentially on the Landy or decide to hold off? Goes for the
Yeah,
S1.
I think that was a wise
instead.
choice. That would have been a tough
A
kill.
little too tanky.
Let me
There's
show
that
you
soul
my
burn.
secret weapon.
Ooh, big and powered. This is a third S3 now for Landy.
This one's gonna hurt.
Through the barrier. Oh!
Everyone's still surviving, but the follow-up. Not enough.
Who do you kill?
2 skill 3, but she can S1. He's
Dia
deciding.
doesn't have
Probably one of the
skill
Soul
screw.
Weavers.
I think
Yeah,
you
it goes
probably
into
go
the
for the DJB there.
Friends is quite fun, actually. Losing
Yeah.
to
Now
us
DJB's here. Has
is an
3.
Now is the time of
Some buffs coming in, but still very low in HP. DJB's
Yeah, but with no
recurrent
skills
off
left
the
to get
end.
rid of this Landy, she's just gonna take
Oh,
over.
the defense break S1 does not land on the A Taiwan there. That would have been huge. to
It
the
got
side
battle
of
commanded.
Chaos Primate. Well, he had 3 debuffs, right? He had 2
Step
debuffs. If the Chaos, if the
Flies.
defense break landed there, there's 3.
Your
He's
dead
ripping the Apoc
comrades
Robbie.
There's the
Definitely
jump.
gonna... Oh my
Oh,
god!
not
200
enough.
health!
200 health!
45! This A Tywin. There was a weak.
Oh, and that's too much tempo lost on Chaos Primate's
Yeah, and this Landy now gonna close it out potentially.
side. With another Landy S3, we see big damage coming out here.
bunch
DJB and the Fire Ceiling.
Wow.
Chaos Primate.
GG.
YC Lin takes the first set for Battle Frenzy. And he's now signs of relief coming in from, and thumbs up from YC Lin. What a match. What a match. A Tywin.
Mhm.
What do you guys think about that match? A 3-1 victory. Well, we did see a lot of different heroes with, how many bans was that? 10 pre-bans. That's a lot of heroes banned
Yeah.
out from the pool.
Definitely changes up, I think, a lot of the units that we're seeing. A lot of untraditional picks, especially when we get later and later on to the set. Keep in mind, that was only a 3-1 set. When we get closer to these matches that are even closer to that best of 7, we're going to see more and more bans come through. I think YC Lin came in dominating, swinging hard, taking that 2-0 lead, but Chaos Primate at least bringing it up back up, and you know, that last game also could have been pretty close.
That was very close, certainly. Yes, maybe some miscalculations on both sides. Ended up slightly better for YC Lin. That blue crowd not killing the DN was also quite dangerous there. And A Taiwan surviving. Wow. It's very close, even less than 1,000 difference in HP sometimes. YC Lin does end up getting that big win first for Battle Frenzy. Wow, Team Inquisition, they have a lot to catch up now. And we're talking about set 2. And when we talk about set 2, it's always Valky from Inquisition and another really strong opponent. Time will stop from Battle Frenzy, who has been grabbing a lot of those Shu rat wins. Maybe we'll see Shu again.
Now there's a little bit more pressure on Valky. He has to get this win for sure. Otherwise, it's going to be up to Kana as well as Ayak to just pretty much take over from there. If Val can get this win, though, a little bit pressure taken off, and he has been looking super, super strong.
Yeah, as I think we mentioned at the beginning of the stream, at least on the global side of the stream, we saw Valky have some very dominating performances against some of the tournament's best players, especially with Gomiami knocking him out in the first stage as well. And I think a lot of people are cheering for Valky, and hopefully that, you know, pressure is not getting to him, because there's a lot of fans, a lot of energy on the line for Team Inquisition here.
There's 75% of us, to be exact, right? Rooting for Inquisition.
Yeah, Time Will Stop also having a pretty strong showing. We saw the Shu played multiple times last game. That 40% on the S2 proc has been devastating for some of the matches that Time Will Stop has been playing.
Yeah, we need to double check that. It's not another counter situation because that did not feel like 40%. That was crazy yesterday.
Yep, and I tried playing Shu a few times last night. Man, was not have a good did not have a good game. Oh, interesting that two most picked S10A and DJB are actually the most banned on Time Will Stop side. So wonder how that's gonna work in the draft. We had a lot of pre-bans with DJB, some S10A. The last game we started with Arawa, Politis, Lilius, and Bellion. If you think of some different story, as Valky has been having close to 100% win rate, if I remember correctly. I didn't really lose games so far.
Really strong showing. I'm excited for this match in particular. I think if Valky is able to at least secure this win for Team Inquisition, it's a big stress relief on the rest of Team Inquisition as well. But if Battle Frenzy is able to take it, especially with Time being such a strong player, I mean, going up 2-0 this early on in the finals with 80,000 Sky Stones on the line, hey, I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot.
Oh yes, that's exactly what you're going for. The big Sky Stones.
Especially Didi, right? Sitting pretty in that 4th spot there. Maybe he doesn't need to come out if they do a 3-0 early sweep.
He's going to be sitting in that chair looking at the match and praying that, okay, team, please get a 3-0 for me.
Yeah.
Let me get those free Sky Stones. For
Must
free.
be nice.
It'd be really nice, but Valky is indeed a very strong player from Inquisition.
Yeah. We mentioned 3-0 sweep, but that's going to be so tough against a player like Valk.
All right, we're ready for number 2. Let's go. Valky from Inquisition on the left. Time Will Stop from Battle Frenzy on the right. Best of 5. And got a Christmas tree from Valky.
I like it. Festive.
Maybe needs a little more decoration on that pine tree.
And the AOL and Stenny getting banned away, as well as the Bellion and DJB.
That's what I do.
Scarwell getting picked up from Time Will Stop side. Very strong pick. Was pre-banned, I believe, in the last game.
There's that Lua. Was not pre-banned.
And
Don't see
Zeal.
her too often.
We're going to be racing a little bit.
Valk making a statement, coming
Ooh.
out strong here.
And I like this aggressive style from Valky. We haven't seen this Valky, I think, in this tournament yet. He's been playing very standard, very slow. So to see him whip out the Lua and Zeo first pick is something that I'd like to see.
Let's tell it.
Real
And
quick.
pause that a little bit. Bring up Time Will Stop. How does he respond to Stina?
Classic 2-piece. The Stina Arwell.
Don't be
Always
afraid.
good, especially
available.
into aggressive comps. And that's Senya as well. Yep, setting up sort of an anti-cleave, anti-aggro. Very tanky.
Yeah, and with no cleanser so far on Valky's side, that's Senya being a very problematic pick. Not only having to burst through that Scarlet, but also to burst through that Senya is not something that is an easy task at all.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, and the
A-Lot's
Politis
comes
A-Lot's
out.
coming out. Multiple
don't see that too
triggers on the
often.
Politis as well, yeah. And I'm wondering, right now, looking at Valky's draft, I'm wondering, where's the damage?
It's that 5th spot. Giselle, Roy maybe coming out last. Fire Keck. 4th pick is the Para from Time Will Stop. Maybe a little contest action.
You know, don't want to lose all the speed. Want to provide some escort. And the 5th pick from Time Will Stop. A lot of tanky units already. Might be thinking about some more damage now.
Definitely taking his time on this 5th pick.
Yeah, 15 seconds in your tank bank. I would use as much of it as I can. No need to rush any decisions here, especially for the first game here.
Hovering over a Winter. She's been so dominant in this entire tournament. No! Pivots away!
I'm
Of
here.
course. Oh, not.
Yeah, you thought it was the shoe for a second.
Savior Aiden here, a
There's the
great
Aiden.
counter cleave pick.
Mhm.
On Time Will Stop side, and from
And
what
there's
I've seen
that
so far,
Roy.
Finger snap, Roy.
Yep, lots of mages, lots of books. But if that gets banned out, does he have enough damage?
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, right? If Roy gets
Yeah.
banned here from Valky's side, I've been asking, where's the damage? Maybe one of these units is not built in a traditional sense. We'll see some big damage coming out from Valky's side.
It would have to be like a DPS Alots or DPS Lua. The Politis definitely no slouch, and the Zeo can put in some work. But let's see the bans here. Yeah, so the Roy does get banned out, and the contester on the side of Time Will Stop. But we're going to have to see if he has enough damage, because that's a tanky squad on the right-hand side.
Yeah, bursting through that Destina is going to be no easy task for sure, especially behind the Scarwell as well. And there's always that looming threat of the Senya.
Senya's counter can be very deadly with the provokes. And just moving things around, maybe changing imprint.
I'm praying Valky's got some special plan here, because just in the draft phase, not looking too hot.
Seems very likely because that's his first game pick. And here we go, starting with very likely Zeo. Indeed.
Dare defy me?
Zeo does take the first turn here, has the S3 available as well, and a 12k HP on the Zeo as well. Very tanky Zeo.
Bow down before me. Who's it on?
Really?
Ooh, full resistance on that Bastion.
So be it.
The Scarwell.
Big.
Out of my sight.
Another resist.
No
It
sleep.
looks like somebody
Here we go with the Sovereign, though.
Sober on the
Ignore
S3 to ignore Effect Resist.
Suffer an eternity
We'll see
of
the
pain.
cooldowns and the Beguiles landing
Should I
here.
fight like lots?
And to follow up, a lots.
Yeah, so he has the skill pushback. Valky needs to put the pressure on big time now, while all the skills are on cooldown.
Does have the attack buff available to Ops a Sovereign here on the A-Lots. The AoE silence.
No, the counter.
Comes to Senya S2, which will proc the Politis. Unfortunately, she does not have attack buff here. She's missing out on a lot of damage.
I'll show you my ability.
Okay, and actually hit Adin.
I'm strong.
There's that cycle on the Zeo.
Power of the chosen.
Oh, that's a big counterattack. Gets the strips too before the follow-up.
Strips the attack buff too.
And she lives with that.
Not interfere. It's
Buys
time
one
for
more
the
turn,
finale
but
We'll
still.
be going down here, though.
of this little puppet
yeah.
show.
No, no speed up. Counterattack him from the Odin.
Oh, okay.
Big damage.
What does
Politis
he have
and
to
Ava
go for here?
basically gone.
Takes out that Politis, yep.
Is gone, yep.
And
Christina's still one turn. Cooldown on both skills.
Tough the S1, but at least the S1 does heal a little bit, top her up.
And she has the Guardian Ice Crystals as well, resetting after taking a turn. Provoke on the Zeo, pretty big.
And some extra damage as well with the Spear of New Dawn.
There's that Ice Crystal proc.
What? Are you?
But this Astina is going to be a big problem here.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
looking
the
bad on the side of
Zeo.
Valky.
Misses the crit.
Yeah,
and
missed
the
her
Zeo
twice.
falls just for missing crit.
Yep, deleted from the game, and now Valky is pretty much dead.
Aren't I amazing?
GG.
Time
Okay.
will stop. Didn't even have to play the game.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Time will stop. Really sat there, enjoyed his cup of coffee,
Huh.
and his units just slowly started dying one by one.
And that's what happens when you fight Cleave sometimes. But yeah, he just didn't have, Valky didn't have enough gas in the tank. The Lua was big, right? But he just couldn't finish in that cooldown. As soon as Destina was going to take another turn, full revive, full heal, just couldn't have enough damage to kill off Time Will Stop.
Yeah, like we've mentioned before, the Scarwell and the Cena not just going to be good units in standard in the current meta, but also being really, really strong into aggressive playstyles there. Not really punished for picking either of those units.
There was a lot of resistance from Arwell, but
Mhm.
I think that mattered at all. So here's the ban
Look-
on Lua and Destina.
Yeah, Lua ban comes out. In a best of 5, though, right? Valk maybe now wants to he wanted to trial game 1, how that aggro game plan works. Oh, actually, he's still going to go for it. First pick,
The
Zeo.
again.
Not backing down. I like the confidence.
Maybe Zeo plan 2, plan B.
Even though Valky wasn't able to secure that last game, still taking first turn is very, very
Another
important in
trial
terms of
to
information that you
overcome.
can get,
What we
especially in
see-
these RTA matches.
Let's see, with the Destina ban here, he won't be able to opt for that.
Scarwell picked up from
The
Time Will
next-
Stop with the May
He's got the
Chloe
next
as well.
best Soul Weaver.
Not go wrong with those revives. And May Chloe also giving cleanse as well, at least for the first initial S3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
Ning Ning picked up against all the barriers on the right.
Yep, with the DGB ban, Ning Ning looks good.
Yeah, especially when you
Definitely a
want
more
that
aggressive
extra CR
option.
manipulation. I think Ningning is a great pick here for Valky, especially with all that extra CR.
And let's see what else you need.
Definitely want something to really abuse those souls, especially with Bellion being banned. Opts to go for the Landy, slowing it down quite a bit. But Landy
Yeah.
being a very good traditional pick, I think, not only to the Scarrow, but also that May Chloe. We've seen it quite a bit. Those buffs really feeding into that empowered S3 from Landy.
And Valky prides himself on being a Landy main, having, according to him, one of the best Landies ever. How will
see
time will
about
stop
that.
respond here? Definitely not with the Summer Sermon if I had to guess. She does look good though.
Does that to show some type of DPS with one of the two picks? Good against Landy. We know at least that one fire unit with the punch.
Mm,
Can't opt
cycling
always-
through.
Right there.
Willem is a little bit slower on this side, so she might be punished from Valky's aggressive playstyle if he decides to pivot out here. Is
Could be a
gonna
little
go
risky.
Landy, but I think, yeah, it's definitely one of the riskier picks that
Enemies
was
approaching.
chosen here. The Senya also coming in. Senya being a pretty strong traditional pick into Landy as well. That AoE provoke.
Always quite a tanky.
Ooh, Valky hovering over the edge. That'd be a nice anchor if he wants to take it here.
Analyzing.
No, opting to go for full aggression.
The
Operator cigarette coming out.
Not only are there barriers on the Scarrow, but the Senya can also proc barriers as well from her S2. The Operator
right.
Cigarette being
Yeah.
a very dangerous pick here.
Foggy going very aggressive with the last few picks.
Yep, not backing down. Time will stop. Has the last pick here though. 15 seconds on the clock. He has some DPS. He has revives, tank. He kind of has a flexible spot here. Could either go for a contest.
A lot of control. And
Another
a
Landy
Oh,
option in the
researcher
form of
carrot.
carrots. That's another barrier though, potentially.
Yeah, but
Operator
does have
Cigarette
some
to prey
extra
on.
reach to Valky's draft here for at least the Landy. But with the Amelia being up there, I'm not a huge fan of this carrot pick.
Let's see if that barrier is going to be working for Valky instead. Or Carrot actually providing some burns. That might help a lot.
Valky with a very quick ban. I think opting to ban the mitigation. No, opts to ban the carrot, and the Operator Cigarette gets banned from Valky's side as well. Again, we mentioned the
Valky just
threat
gets
of
that
that
last ban.
Operator Cigarette. Especially with so many barriers on that team.
Yeah, once wiped with that S2. Any
Now
target
Valky
with
though
Carrot
is
on.
facing down a Milim, right? With pretty much kind of a solo Landy. Zeo can definitely put in some work. But
Okay.
it's all going to come down to that Milim Landy matchup here.
Yeah, with enough CR pushback though, that Milim might not ever take a turn, so you might not have to worry about her, right?
Yeah, I think that's going to be Valky's game plan. We'll see if it works out.
And a second Soul Weaver from the left side.
The
Here's
power
Zeo, of course,
the
starting again
chosen.
from Valky. And we'll stop. Let's see how he deals with this. Last time he was able to.
Well, that's a very fast Milim. Faster than Valky's Amelia.
Consequences.
Ooh, it does miss though. Unfortunately, we do not get a CR pushback here.
That's the
So
way
unfortunate
to
there. Ningning though coming out.
fight. Pretty exposed, aren't you? Mine.
And the
You
barrier
ready?
inversion. Or is it the damage?
Has to
You
follow up.
should have been more careful.
Of course, on Milim. Putting her all
There's
the
a CR manipulation.
CR pushback.
at 30%.
The attack buff on the Zeo. Potentially big damage coming through here.
Does hit.
Ooh,
And that ball should be dead.
Should be gone, right?
Yes, too. Get
Yeah.
the extra CR as well. The time
Here.
matter starting to proc.
We still have the Senya though. We still have the maid Chloe in the back.
Okay, okay.
Not over just yet for time will stop.
Yeah, we got some secondary options for time when
Yeah, but this Amelia though, if she has enough ER, will not be provoked by the Senya, can just cleanse off any of the debuffs provided from the Senya.
A resist coming out too from Ningning.
You didn't see this coming
Ningning
No
not
attack up on this Landy though. Not gonna hurt too much.
until the end.
Procs that passive.
Are you going to provide some
Valky
It
entertainment?
does take another turn here.
Now, this Zeo does a lot of damage.
Oh, look at the damage coming out on the Scar will actually falls.
Hi, everyone.
My goodness.
rolling.
And that's another
Alright, here
time
we
matter.
go.
The Zeo has an S3 again.
Yeah, time will stop though. Answering back. Soulburn on the Senya. Skill 3. And as you mentioned, Kenny, was enough ER to cover, so he's going to be able to safely recover from that.
And Emilia goes right after Maid Chloe. It has to use the VIP.
He's debating, though. The turn order is not the best for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, going to try to hold off, but it's looking really bad here for Time Will Stop.
Try to go for the stun.
Here comes the full reset from Valky's side here. The Senya just doing essentially nothing.
Do this.
That was a lot of resistance.
I mean, does have a few turns. It is a counter.
Oh,
Made Chloe.
interesting. Yeah, good to know. Valky needs to remember that.
Capable of.
I am the rightful
The S3
ruler.
coming out on the Zeo.
Man, this Zeo, it's a Zeo showcase right now.
Yeah, we'll keep that DFI.
Resistance on both sides. Ooh, but there is a Landy S3 here. Valky's gonna soul burn this.
Yeah, what's scary was Valky
Valky on the Senya. Let's see if it hits.
It doesn't. No crit.
Poor Felicia.
No counter either on the Mei Chloe. Keep that in mind. The Mei Chloe can counter stun.
S2 from the Ning Ning. Pushing up the Landy.
Yeah, with attack buff as well. The Zeo getting pushed up again.
Dare defy me?
Is the Zeo going to knock out the Mei Chloe here?
This
Let's
is gonna
see.
hurt.
You and disappear.
Oh my god, does
Get
land a
back
kill.
Zeo with a triple kill already.
I'm at the scene.
Looking for a fourth. And Landy actually didn't do much. Here's the counter attack, but maybe too late.
Zeo with the full
Just
sweep
like
there.
And a full team wipe from Zeo with and the friends. Valky, that was his game plan.
That was awesome.
Massive damage, Zeo.
Yeah, like we mentioned earlier in the drafting phase, sometimes even though the Milim might be a good pick into Landy there, again, Valky picked in such an aggressive fashion where the Milim counter really didn't make too much of an impact. Milim was just essentially controlled, and Valky took a clean win.
Well
Wonder
played
how
for sure on the
fast-
side of Valk.
Wonder whether the stats on that Zeo must be pretty strong. Valky.
The crazy thing is too, he even had a little bit of health on him, right? We noted 12k health, so he's just got some insane gear on.
All right, we're straight moving into game number 3, the draft. And the free bands, we might see a Zeo there. I think it's very likely, to be honest, from Time Will Stop. And
Yeah,
there he
that
goes, he's
Zeo
off.
He killed your
Starlight
entire
there.
team. You gotta respect Bantam.
And also ROL.
Oh,
Time will stop
man.
opting for that Rimuru first pick. I personally am not a huge fan. We saw the Rimuru first pick last week.
Yeah, we talked
Yeah,
about
we
it.
today.
Where Valky still has the option here to just not play aggressive at all.
Yeah, you can take a lot of counter picks and kind of just, empty the gas tank on Rimu, and he won't be able to do too much after that. Let's see if Valk decides to take that play, especially with the Zeo pre-ban now.
Yeah, Time Will Stop is just happy that there's no more Hwayoung. Picking Rimuru first. And Valky trying to respond. So that Zeo plan is gone.
The Ning Ning does come out. We saw a lot of CR manipulation and the FCC as well. Some extra mitigation on Valky's side. Kind of deal with
taking
that
up a bit.
Rimuru.
Yeah, Valky grabbing Ning Ning, and DJB is already pre-banned. So, great pair up with the FCC. Okay, we'll see. I will stop. Trying to respond. 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's not too easy right now. Valky's not showing too much information here. He can play a slower draft style with that Ning Ning FCC, or if he chooses to, can still play very aggressive. So Time will
Right,
stop.
power
really
of the
having to
pivot.
waste the time, yeah.
Definitely a tough spot here for Time Will Stop. Doesn't want to show too many of his cards, but has to be careful for what Valk might pick in response.
You're in trouble now.
Early Pirate Flan. Interesting.
We're a very early Pirate Flan.
I'll take you all
Lionheart
down.
Sermia is available as well. Picked up here from Valky's side. I, for one, would love to see a Winter here. Winter not only working pretty well into that Amelia, but also being a very, very solid pick into the Pirate Captain Flan. When she does take her turn, keep in mind she does proc her S2, which is a non-attack skill. And can reset that Winter.
For the
Right.
goddess.
Ooh!
Oh, you see
the
fire
first
Katie's
Katie?
coming out.
Katie's and Shu. Time Will Stop. Looking for that. A little bit of RNG himself.
There's that shoe pick. Definitely strong.
We saw it last week. The Foosh procking being very, very deadly.
Yeah, if you just kind of high roll those, not much you can do. Last pick here from Time Will Stop.
With a 1-1 tied score. Looking for some higher chances.
Yeah, I'm curious on Valky's options here.
Really want to
Aruka!
Wow, we see an Aruka!
For the first
Gets
time!
picked up here. The landing
Okay.
getting picked up here as well.
Yep, expect to see that landing
Wow.
ban out. Niruka can have a little bit of synergy, right, against those barriers. We'll see how much of an impact she can make. We definitely don't see her too often. A lot of people
Yeah,
wrote her
no.
off.
Yeah, well, after
We'll
Hua
see.
Yong's been knocked out, I mean, here's the
Hua
Aruka now.
Yong.
I'm curious to see this debut, especially in the finals match. Must have some
do
great
this.
gear.
Mm-hmm. With Shugon, there's 2 Earth. Hwayong, not Hwayong. Arunka and Rimuru on the
And he
right.
does take the first turn here, but with Lionheart Surmia being the essentially only DPS here, not too much threat with that attack buff.
Aha!
Some
No
bear, no
stun.
stun.
厄介な相手
Yeah,
だ
here's the
な
Seth's coming
S2,
out.
and this will proc the Lionheart Surmia as well.
The unknown.
よしなら行ってみようか
Just got the barriers off.
Does he decide to nuke into the LHC, though? She's not going to be going down to just this.
Yeah,
But we
behind
do
the
have that
fallen
Aruka
Celia,
follow-up.
Very, very tanky. But if you land all your debuffs before that, Acadius can take a
許さ
turn.
ないぞ
Yeah,
Might
he's
be
going
enough.
for it. That is proof of valor, by the way,
Oh.
on the Lionheart.
許してあげるか
And the S3 does go off. 3.8k after the barrier. We're not doing too much damage here.
Yeah, that wasn't really much damage with not that many buffs.
精霊の加護
And here it is, the attack buff Aruka.
If you're scared.
14k HP.
Follow me.
Opting to skill 1 here. Doesn't get the
Skill one.
follow-up.
Sail.
A little bit
A little
unfortunate.
lucky there.
Guess
Fire
I will
coming
stop
on.
what to do here. Opts to go for the
Still a little
S3.
early?
The Fire KKD still has all her skills. This is a Nephros check. Oh, and
Does
it's enough to
cover.
As I'm holding the
The
spear
Fire
that's big.
I
KKDs.
won't back down. I'll make sure you feel the pain.
And that's gonna hurt a lot.
Losing everyone
Katie, though, should take a turn here.
Yeah, unfortunately though, the bombs are 2 turns, so she still can get a full cleanse off here.
spread wings of light.
But even though that full cleanse does go
How
off here,
annoying.
that Pirate Captain Plan takes another turn, potentially can bomb the Lionheart Surmia here, controlling her. Resistance!
Resist.
Even
Oh,
worse.
that Aruka! Look at her CR! She's gonna take another turn!
Yeah, all those barriers fueling her a bit.
Your courage is admirable.
Okay. Is this what we were looking for?
Defend it now.
The S3 comes out!
He's ripping it. I
Off the
don't expect
Lionheart.
it to
Any
do
trace of you.
too
Serbia?
much. Oh,
Oh?
wow.
戦いか
Yeah.
Wait, let's pause. I think we need to pause.
Huh.
Huh.
I mean,
I'm
Oh.
gonna be the first one to say I don't have a Aruka build. And I'm glad I do not. Well, that
the
was disappointing.
S3 is hard to kill with. A lot of the damage she gets is from her S1, but
Oh, and a big Lionheart S3 comes out. The Aruka is low. The Amelia falls.
this is all but over, right? Time will stop. Out of gas.
Oh no.
Stop going up
And that is GG called.
magic and sword.
Oh my
Huh.
Okay,
goodness,
was
that
not the best
Aruka.
game there. Valky grabbing the 3rd game. What happened to Opsig? And there were a few other options. Oh man. Yeah, it's pretty
Well, that
great.
was-
Great.
Super underwhelming.
Hey, well, now we know what unit's gonna be on the next balance patch notes. There you go.
Possibly the first one in 2023. Huh?
Don't forget about Ilinov. But yeah, Arunka S3 definitely not looking too strong there.
Yeah, I got her twice, so I would love that. I got 2 Arunkas myself, and that's gonna put us in game number 4. Valky
We
take.
have 10 bans coming into this game.
Oh
The
boy,
dynamic is gonna be completely changed now.
Down to
and
the wire.
10 bands, 10 bands.
There's that
Reaper
Ning Ning
Man.
ban.
Okay.
Just follow my lead.
Fallen Celia getting picked up here from Time Will Stop side. A lot of barrier inversion is gone, but the Opsic is still available, and we have seen Valky play very aggressive. So the Opsic being available is a very, very scary thought.
Let's see if he goes
With that
for it.
first pick FCC.
Can go for it with this Amelia first pick.
This early?
Not this early.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you have to worry about time will stop picking falls or the operator Sigrid, so you can let it go later in the draft, right?
Green.
There's that
oh,
Eula.
Eula.
The Amelia Yulha coming
Pretty
out.
hot season. What else do you pair up with? Time won't stop. That last game was kind of painful.
Yeah. Just not enough damage to kill that Lionheart Sermia.
Not even close, to be honest.
We were hyped for that Arunka skill 3, and man, that was something else.
It wasn't as close as we thought, but if that S1 on the Pirate Captain Flan did stick on the Lionheart Sermia, I think it would have been a lot
Maybe.
closer. There was a very unlucky resist there.
Yeah, with this time Alencia, different green warrior.
Ooh, and we have
Okay.
seen the Adelanti being picked quite a few times into that Yolha. Injury can proc, so they chip away at her total HP, so it makes that S3 a lot less scary.
That is true. And
35
Valky
seconds.
lets get
Valk really
confident
weighing
here.
his options here.
Taking all the time.
A lot
There are
of
some
teams,
clear
this matchup.
good picks here, but I think you do
bringing
want to be a little
Ida.
cognizant. Definitely,
It
I
would
think
be
that's just
quite
like a
the statement.
hover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be really tough to pick here.
Leave
Yeah,
it
he
There's
to
that
does
Landy
come
we saw,
out.
Valk.
The time will stop here does have two options to kind of counteract that. But
Ooh, it
Valk
takes the
does take a
Charlotte, right?
popular-
A little
yeah.
protection. Not bad in Valencia as well. But there's that
does
shoe.
come out. We love seeing that shoe from Time Will Stop side. He loves picking that unit. 49% pick rate on that shoe for Time Will Stop. We see it getting picked here again.
What will the last
I
pick
love her.
be?
With the skin even better.
Looks like Time Will Stop is just opting to ban the Landy potentially, so...
Yeah, with
for
that
a
shoe pick,
here,
right? Not
kind
having
of
two
deal with
answers
the
for her.
Yolha, Amelia, or potentially that Fire Charlotte. Harving the Aria. Do you like the
That is
Aria
for
pick?
sure going to be a Landy ban there.
That's a lock.
Yeah, and Valky now knows that Landy's getting banned.
Ooh, yeah.
Solitaria being picked up, but now Solitaria completely countering off that Aria.
And not bad against the shoe either. Just strong in general.
Yeah, a lot of debuff potential from Valky's side.
A
I
lot
don't
of
know
items,
if
right?
Time Will Stop can safely ban that Landy.
He's already made the decisions.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
whatever
thinking
it
the
is,
Solitaria,
he
I'm
has to
thinking the
live with it.
Solitaria gets banned. Oh,
Oh,
no,
Landy's
opposite.
banned
Or
banned.
the
Landy.
Landy.
If the Aria gets
Aria's
banned away
gone.
from Time Will Stop side, Solitary being in the match, only one cleanse on that DN. Keep in mind that DN only has the S2 available to cleanse.
Mhm.
Yeah,
We'll
the
see how
Solitaire
much
could
work-
definitely take over. We've seen it in the past many, many times.
Yeah, we have
Even
to see
with
how
stronger
much work the
cleansers
shoe
than
is
Yen.
gonna be able to put in here.
Yeah, here comes game round number 4. And Valky on a set point to bring a win back to Inquisition. Starting with Solitary on the
Flying
left.
out.
Into the DN. Resistance. But
Does
does
land
proc
the
the
speed
DK
down.
speed. Yes, no stun there. A little unfortunate.
And it's Amelia. Who do you push up?
He's boosting
Yeah.
that Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte to get that attack buff. Potentially big AoE damage here.
Could get countered though by the shoe. She doesn't have
Yeah.
her skill 3 up, but
First counter.
on counter
No,
set.
no counter
Not
here.
yet. Lands that attack break too.
Let's see when that red rat wakes up. Shoo, all the way in the back. 2 warriors.
Oh, does go for the S2 cleanse. Not only
Yeah.
cleanse, but also pushes up the team as well.
Wants to get that shoe into skill 3.
Has a skill Noli available, but opts to save it. Goes for the provoke on the Yolha and the S3 coming out.
And as we
And then
mentioned,
Valencia,
is he going to start
we know-
trying to injure on this Eula, or will he opt for the skill 3? All right, just going to go with the skill 3 first.
Also, just wipe out the Solitaria here. Actually, a big turn coming up here.
Yep, does get that strip.
Not onto Charlotte.
There's the shoe turn. Does he go for the Solitaria? No, just going to get the skill 3. That would have been a risky kill.
See if the Alencia can actually take a turn before that Solitaria.
Not quite.
Wait,
Skill 3 going to get some healing. And now we begin the debuffs potentially. There is an immunity though on the shoe.
we Solitaria is starting to do Solitaria teams. Or Solitarian things.
Show your elders some respect.
Okay, the shoe's been pretty quiet so far.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Lancia unbuffable as well on the Alencia. No
Why aren't
Mind's
you going
Eye
for the-
available.
I will
Yeah, he's going for the melee
personally
there.
teach you some manners.
Here let's see the counters from the shoe.
Oh, first counter coming up. Guess what this proc? Does it proc the Foosh?
And the
Oh, it's on Charlotte.
And the first
Big
S2
damage.
lands there. Valky does not want to see that big damage going off.
There we go, skill 3 from the DN. Little overlap on the anti-crit, but maybe wants the heal here.
Another provoke landing on the Yulha.
How can I help?
Oh, the shoe.
Oh, big damage potentially coming out from the shoe. The S2 going off.
Holy sack though on the side of Valk.
Whoa!
Not out of it yet.
Holy sack from Charlotte.
In the name of the
Comes
goddess.
back alive.
Yeah, time will stop. Definitely just not gonna hit that Charlotte.
Goddess.
I don't know if you
He
want to.
does actually. He's already procced her passive. Yeah, not bad. Doesn't get.
Another counter attack
Skill
on the
3.
shoe. Guess what
Oh
again?
my.
And another
And
Foosh
it
proc.
fucks again! Oh
And Fire Charlotte falls, but
no!
just
What a
taking her own
stop!
turn.
Double stop!
We gotta check the numbers on this Force proc.
And Valky's got Solitaria and the world to go against.
That immunity though still on the shoe. She's not getting any
And no
debuffs yet.
unbuffable as well on the Alencia. There's no Mind's Eye available, which is.
Here we go though. The
damage
Eula's
loss.
missing a lot of health.
Another
This is a big nuke.
ineffective
May not be enough
Indeed.
though to knock out the shoe. Going for the
I
DN
have
maybe?
no use
Less than
There's the
half health.
S3.
How much damage does it do? See the output?
It was enough. But the shoe
Oh,
is
more
no
than
Force
enough.
proc.
No
Force proc
Foosh
this time.
here, even though it did crit on the Yulha.
Hey guys, we've seen a lot, so maybe we've seen a lot already.
Over on the Amelia. Oh,
There's
the Foosh
oh,
and the
G-Clap! Taking out the Amelia.
before you know
It's just too much.
Being
She's-
popular
Sometimes
is
it's
so
just too much. You just can't account for it.
She's a little too
And
cute.
this Solitaria has a lot of tempo now to kind of win over with her debuffs.
Here we go though. You're right. The immunity's finally off. Valk needs to take control of the game with the Solitaria. Gets the
Finally
stun and the
got
blind.
stun. Yeah,
I won't
controlling
back
that shoe a little bit, but she's done so much damage already. This Alencia is about to take a turn. Does
Yeah,
proc
and as we
Mind's Eye this
mentioned,
time, and that
This is
injury
big into the
gonna start
Yulha. Gets the D-break too.
Oh, there's the debate.
face of yours into the ground.
Lula doesn't fall immediately, but that's a lot of damage.
I need some
Providing
me
some extra injury too.
Yeah, unfortunately, we
Was-
do know this FCC can provoke the Yulha as well, so hopefully a blind debuff lands here. Oh, it lands a stun
Big
instead, that's
stuns.
even better. Now we get
It's never.
But how many turns is it going to take for Valky? Actually bring
oh,
those
and
turns
another
down.
Counter,
from
no
the
push.
shoe.
Valky definitely made it out there alive for now.
Solitaria needs to start praying for the debuffs, but look at that CR
Yeah, he needs a
bar.
ton. He needs so many in succession here.
Oh, Valky's just not gonna be able to take another turn, I think.
Well, it's a
Yeah,
series.
we're right here, right?
Ready
3
with
units coming up on the side of time will stop.
Noli coming up as well, making Valky's team do that much more.
Here.
Misses. No push.
Yeah,
Okay.
but this Yulha is looking very, very low.
Yeah, that's about 40% now.
I was going to let
The
you
S3
that
does go off
three?
on the Alencia. Some AoE damage, some extra damage on the Solitaria as well.
Yulha
gone.
goes
does
down.
fall. And Valky's gonna need a lot to win this game.
There's
Silver's
that
the
silver.
Lucky
Alright.
praised!
Yeah, little
Crazy
parade
forward
coming
blade.
out on
That
this side of
star fall?
emotes. There's a stun.
Okay, got the stun.
He's gonna need so much though.
With decreased speed, that shoe is gonna take no turns at all. The Solitaire can hopefully take free reign here.
There's the debuff.
Oh,
Speed
there's
down
some
on the
on the
FCC as
Alencia.
well.
It's a hit.
I'm not going for the
Misses the first
defense.
one.
Miss.
No D-break. Misses the second as
one
well.
misses as well. Valky slowly hanging in there.
So exhausting.
As long as that shoe is stunned. Okay, another.
Oh, no
Debuffs-
stuns
debuffs are
unfortunately.
building up.
Opponent.
And this Alencia is very
Yeah.
fast.
Provoke.
For some respect.
Oh no.
Provoke pretty big
Time will
there.
stop
She did have
shooting.
skill 3.
Pretty good.
And a
This is
D-break
D-break.
lands. But no follow-up because of the unbuffable.
Get some stuns here.
Oh, that's some stuns.
I need some me time.
Let's
All
take
right,
an
can
extra
he do it
turn here,
again?
but
He's not giving up. But he needs some
I
big
think he
stuns.
has to S1 here. I don't think the S3 will be enough.
Well, he's going for the skill 3 here into...
I
That'll
don't think I think the shoe's gonna take a turn
Oh, let's
here.
see.
Great job.
She does
Yeah,
take
and
a
the shoe
turn, and
does
that's
take a turn.
definitely over.
And
Putting
that
in
first
so much
game.
work.
2-2.
2-2. We're going to game 5. And we'll stop. Takes game number 4. And we are ready for that 12 pre-bans.
And Valky's draft was not bad at all. It was just, honestly, it might have even been favored, but when Shu pops off like that, there's not
Yeah,
much you
it's
can
not.
do.
Some of those matches, it doesn't feel like a 4v4, but a 6v4. I was shoe on that team. Taking that many turns? Oh, man, you really hate to see that. It's definitely a tilting one for sure. Valky needs to shrug off those sweats. And we'll see what he can
And we
bring
made
to
it
this next
to
match.
the 2-2, Kenny. There's going to be a lot of bans. They're going to have to dig real deep here. We might see some fun units come out, or at least units you don't see too often.
Maybe it's time to ban Shu.
Oh.
The battle hasn't paused. And I'll let you guys know what's up exactly. Well, Valky's been having some bar down a couple of times. Okay, we're back. At least it seems like we're back. Okay, selecting pre-bans.
30 seconds here to kind of parse it out. I think Valky knows what he's probably going to ban. I, for one, do
That
not
look
want to
like
see
a
Shu
rat?
in my game.
Ooh, it's
Oh,
not
but
the
it's
Shu,
what?
though.
Solitary and the FCC get banned up. Time Will Stop does have access to that signature shoe that he loves
And
to
we
pick.
see
and
a
puts
Conqueror
so much
Lilius
work.
come out on the side of Valky. Definitely really strong here.
Year's End. Maybe we go slightly more into standard of last season, maybe.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much Conquer Lilius this tournament. I think people are a lot more favoring that
Want me to
Destina Stenny first pick.
meaningless stuff.
Yeah, imagine she doesn't come out until game 5. That's kind of crazy.
Conquer Lilius. Very fast, of course.
Got Amelia getting a lot of playtime here.
I accept your blood as an offer.
Oh, 8-pop. Seems like last season.
The situation is
Ooh, the
critical.
Politis does come out as well. Solid pick into that Amelia.
Sure, he's thinking about that rat again. But is it enough to break through to Lilia's
I
8-pop?
think Shu is a great
Ollie?
pick here, yeah.
We'll be done before you
Oh,
know
There it
indeed.
is, G-Clef.
The cat. See if she procs as well as last game. Exactly when you need her.
Yeah, and that counter
rolling.
just being so scary. Procking so many times we saw that floosh. Really stealing that fire Charlotte last game. Can she do it again here?
I definitely think it's possible.
Certainly one of the strongest DE out there. And with what? Waiting for the 4th pick. Less than 10 seconds. And Amelia
Gotta pick
Yulha.
soon.
Maybe another cover?
Let's go for the Pirate Captain Flan.
Zaha.
Zahak with a
Who did they pick
super
up?
fast Zahak.
And the straight as well. Ooh, great picks from Valky here to really seal that cleave style. That Pirate Captain Flan not looking like a good pick now.
Yeah, definitely punished here. Stray's going to be big.
And I think
No access to
regardless of
revive.
whoever comes top pick here, I think those first 4 units look fine to fight. I think Valky's in a very favorable position.
That's a lot of firepower. And
Oh, the
Ron.
Ram does
Goes
come
for
out.
them.
But I think this is picked a little too late. I don't think there's too much.
Yeah, that's a
that-
safe pre-ban on the side of Valk. We do still have the Shu threat, though. Let's see if time will stop. Opts to ban the Zahak or the Strays. I think that's probably be his ban.
Doc's dangerous against Shu. Oh, stop. Might have to change his plan a little bit here. The ban.
And the
Okay,
Zahak
Zahak and
goes
Ron.
out.
And
And there's the Ran.
I like the Zahak ban here, leaving it up to pure RNG on whether or not the shoe's gonna pop off or not.
Mhm.
Kind of
Yeah,
like Time
Time
Will
Will Stop
Stop's
has
play
full
style
trust.
here.
Yeah,
I
but the
believe in
Strays
that
is going to be
Shu after
so
saying-
good on the side of Valky.
Yeah, for sure. Being able to target off that Yulha, but that shoe, man, we've seen it pop off here, and if it pops off
Well,
again,
We will
Kenny,
see
the new
who
buff.
goes to Game. It's game
Yeah.
5. The winner
You
takes
won't
the
be able to
set.
counter the first.
Taste despair.
Of course, Conqueror Lilius, very fast.
Do not fear death. Seizing victory is seizing the
So
future.
that quick for honor.
Come.
Got the bigger
I'll
buff
take
on the
your
team
life.
now. Who do you try to provoke?
Can you even reach me?
No,
Goes for the park up in Flan.
Mm-hmm.
Amelia, though, up to bat, has access to skill 2 here.
Certainly can
But
cleanse.
that Politis is threatening on the other side.
But do you really hold it because of politics?
He's not going to.
It's a boost to Shu here.
Yeah. But with that CR reduction, right? Polly now going to take that turn and Strays following up.
Shu would potentially at least be able to take a turn before the A Ravi. But a lot of damage coming out.
You are unwelcome.
No
in
stun
my
there.
city.
And here's Politis.
The S3
Okay,
does
the
land
damage
the
is a
unbuffable.
lot.
Damage.
I expected this.
Ooh, and the
And
S2
that
procs as
follow up
well.
from the Yule Hog.
Oh, Purple
Man
down!
goes down.
He did nothing, and here's Strays. Less than 10k HP.
Let me see that World Breaker. The S3 goes off.
Planet
Yule Hog
Breaker.
falls.
And this is just too much
Shattered.
for Shu to deal with. Unbuffable as well, not even get any buffs.
Yeah, she won't be able to get her anti-crit up.
Ah, how
Got
Ravi's
one.
still up to
sensational.
bat. Just rips
Well
that skill
then.
3, yup.
I think it's time
No
for a
anti-crit.
little
That's a
action.
dead Shu.
Oh, that's game!
2k damage, and Valky cleaves and takes a definitive win in Game 5.
Valky wins the set, and it is 1-1 tie between Inquisition and Battle Frenzy now. Went all the way to Game 5. I will stop. This time, the Rat. Rat did not really work. Valky had a pretty nice answer solved out after that Game 4. Did not really
Yeah,
have
those
that.
last 2 picks on the side of Valky, he knew he had time will stop in a bad position there. Great pickup. Very convincing. Game 5. Valky evens it up, and that's what they needed. Team Inquisition needed that. Takes a little pressure off team leader Kana. But Kana still needs to try and get that dub for his squad.
Yeah, now that it's an even playing field, this match matters even more, especially when you're the team captains here. I'm excited to see what everyone's going to bring. I know Kana especially was, laughing it up in his chat earlier. I'm pretty sure he's got at least as much preparation done as he could possibly have.
Yeah, and that's gonna be real fun as 1-1 tied with the matchup. And this can't be any better. We're looking for that 1-1. YC Lin takes the first win. Valky brings one for Inquisition. Now 1-1 tie before we go into the leader match. And next up will be Kana versus lovely Rengar from the captain. Yeah, but before we go into the leaders match, though, we're going to take a short break because I know you guys want to maybe grabbing some nacho and cheese before we go into the very important leader match. And we'll have some short break. It won't be long, I promise you. So when we come back, it will be the leaders match. And it is tied 1-1 right now between Team Inquisition and Battle Frenzy.
Oh my god.
Well, welcome back, everyone. We're in the middle of the Global Creator Battle Grand Finals. We just got through set 2, and it is 1-1 tied. And before we go into that leader captain match, I have a little surprise for you guys. And it's around Christmas, right before, and because we're having such a great event with everyone on board, Smilegate is going to drop 10 more leaves for everyone. So that's a little surprise for you. So I'm sure we're burning through a lot of leaves this weekend through the hunt. It's not going to be in the mailbox right now, but I'm hearing, I heard that it will be dropped soon in a couple of days. So 10 free leaves for everyone. Yeah, I'll be very happy about that because this weekend I'll be running a lot of hunts too. Yeah.
Yeah,
So...
G Cliff, can Kenny and I leave the lobby to get those leaves in? We need to start farming.
Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly.
We'll be back later.
Okay, I'll be solo casting. You guys can come back later. But come back for a Didi match because he has to play now, not like yesterday. And yeah, just letting you guys know. Thank you for watching, and of course, all of your dedication and attention towards the game, and also the event has been going really well. Yeah, thank you so much. It's on time for Christmas and 10 leaves. I did ask for more, but that was what I could get. But so just letting you guys know, that should be in your mailbox, I think, by Monday, depending on your time zone. It might be Monday or Tuesday or even Sunday. It depends. That will be in soon. And going back to the match now, though, set number 3. The leader match, the captains, Kana versus Lovely Rengar. So we're kind of back to square one. This is going to set a lot of tone. The leader, if they win, will be one step closer to that champion spot. Kana on the left, and Lovely Rengar on the right. The biggest question, I guess, guys, here, will Kana try to cleave again today?
Yeah, I don't know if we can call the matches that Kana was playing yesterday really cleave, even though the A-Loss was picked and the Flan as well, but
Solo solitary,
cleave, yeah, was not the kind of play style that I really like seeing. So we'll see what methods that Kana has under his belt today. I'm sure he's prepared some extra cheesy stuff as well. So I'm excited. And
I'm sure with 1,300 matches, right? He's got something he's got something planned. But this is probably his toughest opponent, at least one of them. He's been fighting nothing but tough opponents, as all the other captains are really strong. But this could be the toughest.
Yeah, I believe Lovely Rengar has not dropped a single match this entire tournament, so completely undefeated as well.
Yeah, that's really awesome, and he has been actually banning Angelica, just regular Angelica in the pre-ban.
Yeah.
It's a power
maybe
move.
that has to change. Yeah, maybe that has to change. Maybe that's like a character for him. If he bans Angelica, he has a higher win rate or something. Maybe we'll get to ask him if he actually wins the entire thing. But of course, yeah, huge match between the two teams. Valky won 1, YC Lin taking 1. Now the captain. The thing is, Kana, I believe he was not able to beat any other captains from any other teams. It was mostly the teammates. So maybe, and this is the best time. Even if you lost everything, if you win on this match, it makes up everything for it. So I think it's a huge opportunity for Kana. Also, a lot of pressure on both sides as the captain. We'll see. Lovely Rengar, a very strong opponent indeed.
I wonder what Kana's thinking right now. Like you said, G-Clef has dropped a lot of matches versus the other captains, but this is the only one that matters, right? 80,000 Sky Stones. If he can take this one, his team's looking so solid.
Yeah, and I do believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but Kana was the runner-up for the last CCI back in Season 1.
There's Kana.
So there is a lot on the road for Kana. You can see he's very chill, at least right now. Lovely Rengar as well. This time
doesn't have the patch.
Yeah,
the forehead
this time. Yeah,
bandage.
I don't think he might need it this time.
Man.
Looks like there's no sweat on
yeah,
that
he
forehead.
looks a little more aggressive. I don't know. I'd be scared if I was Kana. He's looking. He's
His
looking ready to
demeanor
go.
when he plays games is so stern. I'm like afraid. I'm like, this guy's not thinking about anything. He's only thinking about RTA. I, for one, have to think about, oh, what am I gonna wear tomorrow? What am I gonna eat?
You know, what's for dinner? Chipotle. You know.
Chipotle is always good, of course.
Wait, is it called Chipotle? I thought it was called Chipotle.
Oh, get this guy out of the screen, man.
I can't be the only one, right?
Is he serious?
Oh well.
Any
hope he's not.
Chipotle? No.
I hope he's not.
All right. G-Clip, let's get another caster on here.
We need an emergency caster back on here. We'll see. Those players seeing the camera, they're totally ready. Like they're ready to go in the game when we begin. That will be very soon, I believe. But right before, yeah, Lovely Rengar towards the win rate certainly much higher. But you guys made a prediction of Inquisition by far. It was near, I think it was 74 to 26.
26. Yeah.
Almost three times the amount, and that was big because I believe if you win get the correct guess on the prediction for the grand final, it was actually 320 energy. I think that was the amount. So Inquisition better win for more energies, right? That's a lot of lost energies in overall if they lose. Of course.
Yeah, I want that 300 energy, and I want the 10 leaves, and maybe some
leaves
mystic
you're gonna get it.
thrown in there as well.
100% you're gonna get it in just a
We'll
few
get the
days.
10.
I heard Monday, maybe it's gonna be one more day, depending on the time zone. It might be Monday, Tuesday, but we'll
Which
see.
is fine, right? Because we get follow-up hunt events every weekend. I think for the next 2, it's going to be all buffs. So yeah, even if they come in a little later.
Even if you can burn all the leaves this weekend and also still keep that 10. And also that would be a lot of points because we have the what's it called again? The event where you make the equipment with the options.
Artena crafting event.
Is that what? Yes, crafting event. That's also one, so you can get all the points. I was stacking about 17k points already, and with the hump up, it should be going closer to 20.
So with the crafting event, what item are you guys crafting? I crafted a torrent
still need a
attack
pen
ring.
Torrent's a good option.
Torrent!
What'd you go for, G-Cliff?
I'm still working on my pen necklace.
Pen, okay. One note on the pen neck though, guys. If you are able to do Nightmare Raid, right, there is a nice pen neck. Just don't roll it trash like I did. But there is a good one in there, so slight less priority if you can do Nightmare Raid.
Okay, I'll take that into note. But Nightmare takes a long time, so
It's tough.
get me out of the way though. Set 3 seems like it's ready. Let's go into our captain match of the day. Here's Kana from Team Inquisition on the left. Lovely Rengar. Battle Frenzy. Alosman and Sid!
Oh, the pre-ban's coming out.
You
That
want to
cleave
try
style is not getting in to this match. Lovely Rengar with the steady first pick. You'd love to see that steady first pick. Pivots into so many different styles of gameplay. Wondering what it kind of has built up in his
A
deck.
true knight picks their battles wisely.
The Scarwell coming out from Kana's side. We actually did see Kana kind of play a cleave style with the Scarwell as well. So for Kana, a pretty diverse pick here in terms of what he wants to kind of play with here. And can kind of respond to Lovely Rengar's draft.
The power of the chosen.
Oh, the Zeo comes out.
Don't be afraid.
The Stina as well from Lovely Rengar's side. 2 mages on the side of Lovely Rengar.
Okay, Kana still contesting for speed.
And the Solitaria as well. With so many first turn openers on Kana's side, the Zeo might be able to stop one of those openers, but not 2 openers, right? Because Zeo can only S3 one time. So
They are
pretty good
picking
draft from
so
Kana's side.
fast.
The Ed comes out as well in reaction to that Solitaria.
It's gonna be a very fast. Started on the left, but of course there's Zeo. Edward.
Hovering the green Celine here.
Celine.
Not too much of a fan of the green
That's
Celine,
Rob, right?
but Kana's team might just naturally
Wow.
outspeed, and the green Celine might not be a problem. But it is banned away here. Trade bans on the Milim and the Celine.
We're actually
too
doing another
fast.
solo
Going-
Soli.
And a fast entrance
Show you what the
into
true
game 3.
vessel is capable of.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Set 3 game 1. We're gonna have a little pause because Zeo is too fast.
Oh, and this is kind of the same style that we saw last time, where Kana takes a bunch of CR pushers And Solitaria solo DPS. Oh boy,
Yeah, he
we're in here for a long one.
he's going for it. This time though, there is an Ed on the other side.
Is it okay?
And the Zeo as well, so hopefully enough damage coming out on lovely Rengar's Tide to not just get controlled.
And Emilia brings back up. Yep. Zeo
Go
pushing
for the
back.
Soulburn S3. Gets an extra turn on the flan.
I know your secret.
Oh, and no deep breaks.
Okay.
Anyone else but Stenny.
Oh man,
Yeah, a little unfortunate.
not that great.
Still opts to boost that Solitaria up. Solitaria with attack buff and crit damage buff.
Yeah, here comes the cycling.
We'll probably see the first S3 here, potentially on that Zeo.
I hope you enjoy yourself.
Need to stop that DFI.
Oh, but this is a 9k HP Solitaria, 13k
Oh,
damage.
that damage is insane! Oh,
This time it is a damage Solitaria.
Yeah, he changed it up between today and yesterday.
Oh, and that's a lot of
That's
damage
his
coming
game
up. But
plan.
there's not enough to actually pop the Stina here. And the Solitaria, or this Stenny can also potentially cycle out of her debuffs here.
Don't come
there's a
near.
poison. Maybe looking for a kill with the Nightmare.
We need a Soulburn here again. Scar Wall
That ice
mitigation.
crystals though were big.
Kiss my feet.
Here's Spectre Tenebria. Still has Endless Nightmare
Look into
S3.
my eyes. Say my
Gonna
name.
try to finish that flan.
The first
Not
S3,
quite.
the stun
That's what I
sticks,
do.
but was not enough with that Scar Wall mitigation.
Yep, plus the ice
Those
crystal
who
proc
stray
there.
from the
S3 from the
path of
Arwell into the Zeo.
Shall be punished.
Does land the stun.
Radiant light.
Less damage coming out from Zio now. The Stina might be thinking about popping big skills.
Yeah, but can cleanse off the Zeo here if he chooses to do so.
Radiant one.
I'll just
He's
go for the
ripping
S3.
big
for a
skill 3.
miracle.
It has to use the Grace. Because the Stina's HP is also very low. It's down to 6k.
Oh, has the
Lord?
Soulburn on the S3. Do you see it into the
It is a
flan?
miss,
Unfortunately, it does miss. Was not enough. Amelia does have another turn here, but she does not have her CR boost here. She only has her S3 available.
But this flan is actually surviving a little longer than we
Are you
thought.
going to provide some entertainment?
Yeah, that Scarwell mitigation can't be forgotten about. She does so much in these aggressive play styles.
And this ice crystal too, just putting in so much work, keeping her alive.
Yeah, and even after all that, that flan is still relatively healthy.
Oh, Tank Flan? How is she still alive?
Does crit this time.
Another trial to overcome.
Still survives.
After all that damage, she's still there.
Strip on that
You
attack
want
buff.
to
Attack buff. The Stenny does take a turn before the Solitaria. Ooh, but if this Stenny Splash hits the Solitaria, let's see what happens. Oh, it does.
Not enough to break
Unfortunately,
barrier
not
though.
enough damage.
Yeah, without the attack up, the Stenny damage, not too good.
Gonzali, 9199.
Ooh, and potentially big damage coming out
That's
here.
a
Has
lot
not
of damage.
Zio dead?
Yes, it does. Oh,
Dead
What?
proc, yes.
Oh!
Zio dies.
Man, S10 also almost died.
oh, and this is scary because Amelia has her S2 available as well.
Not bad.
Okay, there's some regen coming out from the Stina. But that damage.
Then he
from
gets
Golgari,
another
every
turn
one.
here, another S1, hits the
There's big
Solitaria.
damage. Yep, 2 stacks on her passive.
Okay, Amelia. That's S2.
Does have the Soulburn
little
S2 as well.
heal.
to get some extra
But Ed goes
healing.
first, and he has skill 3 ready to go because he's soul burned.
Oh
This is
no!
the second one, so it's gonna be more damage. This might be a dead Soli. It's gonna be a lot.
Can you get the kill?
He
That
goes
worked.
down, and that should
That's
be it.
11k!
That's GG.
Oh,
Lovely
GG
Rengar
called.
secures the first win. Wow, into that DPS Solitaria. I think we would have seen a much different game if that Flan S3 actually landed some more defense breaks there, but the only defense break was
that-
landed there on the Stenny.
Yeah, both sides had pretty good game plan. That damage Solly almost worked. That was not
Mhm.
quite enough.
Big damage on the skill 3 in that Destina, and then popping that Zeo was really crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of damage.
Oh man.
And here we are. Second game, Lovely Rengar still has to this match has not dropped a single match in this tournament.
Okana. I think that game plan was supposed to work. And with that dropped against him, what's he gonna do now? 2 more pre-bans incoming.
Well, now the cat's kind of out of the bag with Soli being shown to be full damage. Maybe he has 2 though, potentially.
The Zeo ban. Flan will be the second ban on the pre-ban.
Yeah, that Fawn was so tanky. Because Rengar's got to have some good gear, right? With how strong this player is.
Of course.
I think that Flan with the behind the Scarwell, like we mentioned, and then that Guardian Ice Crystal keep proccing. It was just so hard to kill that Flan.
As we get into these later stages of the games, it's not just about having well-geared units on 1 or 2 of your best units, but multiple units. If you look at the lineup for just the pre-ban units, it gets crazier and crazier after each game.
Yes, Kenny. Kana starting with Politica just like yesterday.
You aren't even fit to kiss my feet.
Pretty good setup here. Not the Cena this time, but a Maid Chloe with Spectre Tenebria from Lovely Rengar.
Yeah, interested to see how this Make Chloe will kind of work into this draft.
That's a big
Make
bottle.
Chloe potentially might not have enough ER to kind of work around these units as well. I know Politica and Pera, I think now are traditionally built with very high effectiveness. So this Make Chloe needs to have a lot of ER. Yep, and just like Lovely Rengar, if you have not had a chance already, drink some water, hydrate up. We've already been streaming for 2 hours, so you don't want to get too parched. There's
Yeah,
a
especially
lot more
Kana
games.
here, because he is sweating bullets after that first match.
Yeah, see a little precipitation on that forehead from Kana.
The pressure's on. He needs that forehead bandage that Rengar had from yesterday. Let's see what Kana picks here in the 3rd spot. 8 seconds on the clock. Goes for the Commander Pavel.
Shall I handle this?
Ooh, and the Sage Ball does come out from Lovely Rengar's side.
Yeah, super fast pick as well. And
I
we
like
see
that.
Leica, ooh.
Eat contest.
Leica being a very dangerous pick into Kana's draft. Especially when you have your very premium speed gear allocated on that unit. She can definitely be up in the 310 range.
You need to contest even more to speed. How much do you need to invest? That first turn's going to be very important.
Ooh, Kana really has to think this one through. There's still another pick that Lovely Rengar can kind of slam here. It can really make this draft really problematic.
How should we do this?
Bringing one of the fastest units and even Vildred for imprint.
And a big
the
imprint
red.
as well.
To kind of secure that first turn. Wonder how Lovely Rengar will take his draft from this point.
Okay, trying to go counter against the debuff. Edward again.
Ooh, the Ed pick into that Rand to hopefully stop the Rand from S-ring here. Lovely Rengar with the instant ban here. Wondering what he opted to ban here. Speed imprint from Green Village being very scary, but
I'm pretty sure both players has really nice gears in terms of speed and also everything else. Kana. See Pablo ban and Edward.
Are banned
the
out.
Ed does get banned. So it's kind
Yeah,
of
it was a
allowed
nice
that
pick.
Rand to at least take a turn.
Yeah, that.
But the problem what I'm seeing is potentially there might not be enough synergy to have that Green Village take a turn.
Okay, we'll see as Rand should start. Followed up with Pera Politica.
Uh-oh. Just a little pause there.
Create some more tangent between the 2 players. Here we go.
Just opts to rip the S3 here.
Or the Summer Twilight on deck.
There's a Bastion. Oh, and actually the ball cuts. Wow.
Yeah, there's that Sage Ball cut. That's really bad for Kana. Could be over.
Oh, and
Missing
also
sleep
Pera!
Unfortunately, does not sleep the Politica. A huge resist there.
Yeah, Kana's still in it.
Lovely Rengar does not want to see something like that. And that defense break, that Senny is getting dangerously low.
Damage is
The
good.
Make Chloe also resisted though.
With Bastion of Hope.
As well, yeah. So there's not a great S3 target for Kana's side.
He going onto Leica with the deep break. Should be doing some more damage.
Does
That
get the
just
skill
kill?
reset.
Skill goes
Does
on
Leica's
left.
S1 push up enough? Oh, unfortunately does not push up enough there.
Oh, this is gonna be a big Vildred turn.
Here's Vildred.
Vildred's going to do a lot of damage here. The S3 coming out. Definitely getting a
Gonna get
reset
the proc
here.
as well. Might kill the Sage.
Dancing blade.
Almost
Another
break the
pause.
game.
You can get my autograph.
But the May Chloe does take a turn here in the pause.
And all the VIPs are gone, but they will be treated. S3 provides all of them with 20% HP.
Oh no, and the Stenny does take a turn here.
Unfortunate for Kana.
And if this CR pushback lands on the S3, Kana's team might be in a bad spot.
Yeah, expect him to use the souls here. Take out that skill null, lead into the skill 3.
Come near me.
With attack up, surely that should be enough.
Oh, but this green Vulture is at 94% CR. Very scary.
You disgust me.
Indeed, that's a dead Pyrrha first.
Start.
See, does this Photica have enough damage to burst through this Leica? Oh, not enough
little
damage.
short.
But does
There.
land the blind here.
Mm-hmm. And there's still a few skill nulls over there.
Shall we go?
Yeah, and this green Vildred is gonna do a lot of damage here.
This is looking great for Kana. Gets the passive.
One and one for the kill.
And that is it.
Nice.
Vildred coming out big.
Kana matching the score 1-1 tied in this set number 3. The captains hitting back and forth. Oh, we're seeing some speed finally in this tournament. That's a big win for Kana, that he knows that he can win with the speed contest against Lovely Rangar.
That was big. Little confidence booster.
Yeah, that green Vulture, it's 65% offensive contribution there. Big damage coming out. Securing that first turn as well.
Yeah,
I think
love to
Kana
see
did get
that.
a little lucky on the Sage Ball, though. Missing those 2 sleeps there on key units.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
man.
Lovely Rengar also did resist some defense breaks on the first game as well, so
Maybe evening
pretty
out,
even
yeah.
resistance there, yeah.
RNG give, RNG take. And still Rengar focusing really hard on that Spectre Tenebria first pick. Yeah, there's Bellion ban. That was the first ban in the pre-ban. What else do you have, Kana?
First
Still?
pick.
Kana's
Pyrrha.
still opting to potentially go for a cleave.
It worked last time.
I'm with Perland.
Earlier pick
Is
on
he the
Pavel.
Commander Pavel this time picked out from from Kana's side. Lovely Rengar opting again to go with the May Chloe
Similar
as
draft.
well.
I'll end this.
But
Lovely
takes the
Rengar
Crimson
Knight.
Armin.
Crimson Armin for some extra mitigation. Make sure
And she
your
has a
team is on
ton
top
of mit.
health.
extra sprinkles in terms of protection. And how can you break through that, Kana? Might just go all out with the speed again.
All right.
He's
Shall
got
we clean
something
up?
else.
Does
early.
opt to land that Gotrin one more time to really secure that first turn.
Yeah, that Wind Rider Greenville looking so strong last game.
Yeah, ever since the buff, Builder is actually doing a lot more damage, not just the imprint.
That's right, he did get a damage boost.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Giselle?
Teasing us a little bit there.
Scrolling through. There's a lot of heroes.
Look at me.
Ooh, and the Seagull's coming
Seagull.
out.
Okay.
Challenger Dominion.
Right now, Kana's almost forced here to pick another opener, and Ed is available for Lovely Rengar. He does lock it in here, which makes that CDOM a little bit harder to use.
Edward was the postman last game.
And I'm curious on what Lovely Rengar is thinking here for his last pick. Is he going to contest speed?
Double revive?
Looks like he's gonna tank up potentially.
Ooh, and hovering the A Ravi. I think A Ravi is still not very good into standard anymore, but still a really good cleave counter.
Is
As
that
a last pick here,
A
you never
Robbie
can go
good
wrong.
against Pavel?
I wouldn't say it's necessarily good against C Pavel, but she does have innate CR, and she does have some opportunities to kind of cut, depending on how she's built. Maybe throw her on her.
Deep in thought here. He's got 5 seconds. Is he gonna lock in the APOC?
We'll see.
Ashes to ash.
Ops and not speed contest here. Rand does come out as well.
So we'll probably see another Ed ban.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is an Ed ban from Kana's side. He looks very happy with the way this draft kind of turned out because Lovely Rengar ended up not taking an opener here to contest.
Again, the same, similar bans. So, of course, Edward on the right. Round being banned this time. Won't be getting that first turn.
Rengar could be in trouble here.
Ooh, let's see, let's see. Thinking about the imprints and the placement.
Swapping him around.
And here we go. Game number 3.
The Eternus make Chloe would be a very interesting tech if she had enough ER to dodge this Paris too.
We saw the Bastion already, though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And these pauses have been pretty frequent here. But I think Kana's draft could have a repeat of last game, potentially. No form of contest here.
10k HP on the para. Definitely has some crit there. Cdom does. Oh, and actually does land the unbuffable and restrict on the make Chloe.
Oh! Pretty happy, pretty happy. Well, how things are going so far.
Goblet of Oak.
Gets the S3 as well.
Here's Beira again.
This Cdom's gonna have attack buff as well. Oh, and big damage here coming from Kana's draft.
Strongest. Freeze.
Oh, it's gonna hurt. A lot of buffs.
Yeah, and this Commander Pal is also primed. This S2 is about to come out as well.
Yeah,
So
can Rengar
much-
survive this?
a lot of damage,
Counterattack,
too.
though.
Oh,
This is the counter.
Commander
Hey, Robbie-
Pavel!
Hey, Robbie doesn't have restrict, so she's pushing up, but Commander Pavel now up to bat.
Just pick a target.
The end has come.
Just gonna take
Does
her out
opt to go
potentially.
to Robbie.
Of course, with the
Accept
least
your
amount of attack.
Yep,
Very
that
low.
A Robbie there. And Bill with attack up. I think this Stenny's gonna be going down.
Oh!
Blade ascent.
Here we go.
Ooh, and the Cdom.
Big damage in the follow-up.
Cleansing blade.
And even if he revives, right? Oh,
So excited.
Yeah, but no soul
Probably going
burn here
down.
on this Cdom's burn, so I think the make Chloe won't fall here. Oh, but gets a dual attack.
the
and
dual stun!
dual attack.
Kana!
Hurry!
Wow, Rengar is shaking his head. Says, "There's no way that just happened.
In the face of ruthless
Wow.
That just happened." And one more for Kana, 2-1.
Wow, very
That
unfortunate
is like
sequence
that is
of
the
events.
first time Rengar actually like shook his head, said, "Oh,
Yeah.
there's no way."
Yeah, unfortunately there, even with the misplay
Oh.
on Kana's side, was soul burning the S3 on Cdom that first turn, or the S1 on Cdom. Lovely Rengar still was unable to take that win.
Yeah, you can't revive when you're stunned.
Confidence
Oh.
could be crumbling a bit. Kana looking super happy here.
Pera.
Up 2-1.
Pera stun. Oh man. Rengar might have to change up his plan a little bit. Edward has been getting banned a lot of those times. Might need a secondary counter. Now we're going for 10 bans. Kana up 2-1. What a game. What a game.
Pressure's on
both sides.
Rengar.
No more S10.
Double ban there.
Okay,
See
now
what Rengar opts for here in the first pick spot.
will be a very different team. I'm hoping.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
now
without
the-
that
with the fact
Sage,
that- yeah,
he
with
was
the
showing
fact
he
that,
didn't have any contest.
You dare
But with the
stop
fact
me?
that like this make Chloe is susceptible to the stuns and debuffs from this
Weakness is
para, I'm not really
unforgivable.
confident with the first pick here.
Going to try the same 2 picks again.
And no mercy
Sarah
draft again with the para Cavill. Lovely
He's
Rengar
going with a
though.
similar draft. Yeah, I think he's gonna have to change it up. It didn't quite work out
Oh.
last time.
Okay.
This time, see Armin A. Ravi picked this early on. If Lovely Rengar does opt to contest speed, he does have that option to do so in this draft.
Okay, and still has 2 more available, okay? And there's no S10A this time, so certainly need a lot more damage from Rengar's side, but Kana will go for the same. Similar.
Yep, so far
Heroes
similar
again.
picks the last game.
When you have
Mildred?
to fight,
Oh.
you fight.
Oh,
Cavill.
the
See a
Cavill coming
Cavill.
out this time.
Double bubble.
Are you ready?
There's a Senya. Maybe a green armor. We got to be careful though of the Ran last pick from Kana's side.
Oh,
What's a good
and
answer
Definitely another reviver.
He needs
If
another-
Lovely Rengar yeah, does not contest like the first turn speed. Especially since Kana didn't draft a speed imprint this time, you might as well go for
Even
the
Destina.
revives.
Show me what you can
There's
do.
a Destina. An insta pick ran on the side of Kana.
Kana has some room. He's on a set point.
Yeah, and this cleave draft
Quick
looks
one!
very, very dominating.
There
from
goes the
Kana's side.
mitigation. Rengar gonna
Okay.
take a lot of damage here.
Will this
There
be
also
enough?
is a soul burn available on the Pavel. The soul burn S2, S3 combo.
Yeah,
Don't wanna
Rengar really
see
banking
that.
on these anti-crits on Senya, and maybe the potential double revive.
Get the captain match, starting with Pyrrha. And there will be a lot of damage to start with. Can Kana do it once again? Rengar tanked up a little bit more this time. Double revive. Make
But his
Chloe
mitigation
end
was
Destina.
banned out this time, G-Clef.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it does miss on Senya this time. Anti-crit. Working in her kit.
A little bit of slideshow action.
Yeah, because the game's a little too fast. We need to tone it down.
Yeah, Kana, slow down. Here we go,
Mhm.
Para.
It's too much speed. The CPU can't handle it sometimes. Kana? Okay.
Going for the
Taking that time to
S3.
think. Goes for the skill 3.
You got a little juice with that stun last time. The big juice. Here's
It's really going to come down. Let's see if this Senya can avoid getting crit on the follow-up turns after this C-Dump.
Last
Double
game, I believe,
Pavels looking threatening.
was on that APOC after the buff.
I will show you.
We see the S3 coming out.
That's the
from-
second time you let the timer go down. Is he using that time to think, or is he able to...
Oh, is it bugged?
I'm not sure.
Oh, apparently, people are saying that Kana's client is bugged and he can't use skills.
Oh, no. I've definitely seen that bug. Do we have a rule on that, G? Oh,
Oh, I do
wait,
see
he was able to
Soul
soul burn.
Soul burn.
Yeah, no. He was able to soul burn, guys. So,
And that's a pair.
Curland.
APOC Ravi goes down.
Hold up, guys. We're back on screen, which means something's happening, and it's usually not a good sign. And I know we're not the prettiest faces out there, so just bear with us as soon as we get what's going on in game. We'll test it. But the soul was on, and I think the game has been paused. So let's see.
I already did see that APOC fall though, so
That was already a kill there. With
He's
the
able to
soul.
soul burn, though, right? He's able to press some buttons. Not sure what's going on here.
Mhm.
It was a
I
bug
don't
on
have,
the
I don't
first
have
because
the game screen with me, but you guys actually have. You guys are actually in the game, so update me if anything else is going on right now. It's still paused, right?
yeah,
Or-
it's still paused.
Okay. Just making sure of that. Yeah. So just wait, guys, but this time there's May Chloe and Destina.
Yeah, I'm
That's-
kind of surprised that Lovely
Story.
Rengar decided to run back that same draft again and not contest speed.
Yes.
he may not have a speed option, to be honest. You know, the
We did see
Sage,
the
a lot of
Leica,
times.
Yeah, did see the Leica though, so maybe Lovely Rengar does have that Rand built up as well. I mean, kind of gave it up there, so I'm guessing he just wasn't comfortable picking it, or yeah, maybe it just wasn't geared up.
Yeah, with that many games, you had to kind of. The calculation must have been done. Okay, I should be able to take this much damage and still win if I just tanked up, get the sustain. But that didn't work last game, and also the one before. This time, there's a lot more sustain and revive, but is it going to work again? There's C Pablo, APOC already dead. Well, I guess she can always be brought up, but that's a lot of. There was a lot of other source of damage from Kana's side, and
Mhm.
kind of cool that in the grand final, all of a sudden we're back to speed meta. Of course, we're talking Kana, that he's kind of different compared to the other players, but it's working. That's the thing. And can you stop this from happening now?
Yeah, I'm curious on Lovely Rengar's choice on the Stenny ban, right? She's obviously strong and Kana could take her up, but if he opted to maybe ban like the Ren, he could have picked up like a Green Armin if he doesn't want to contest. He just can't pick that Green Armin right now because that Ren always comes out on the side of Kana.
I don't think Ran is actually that much of a problem. I think the big problem here is that Payra, right? We saw in that last game, the Payra was actually able to land unbuffable and restrict on that Mei Chloe. And if your Mei Chloe has very premium ER gear and that Payra is still able to land her debuffs, I think that Payra's got to go.
Yeah, with the Payra. And has been seeing some DJB, but you have to really match the speed, right? It's not just Payra because there are a lot of speed pair with Payra. You can't just have DJB out there, right? Or is DJB
like
help out a lot?
Does look like the game closed out in a draw, and we're back to the preparation screen. So I'm not sure how this remake is going to work.
Yeah, do we have a ruling on this, G-Clef?
We might have to redo on the exact game. The production's on their feet, actually running around right now. So I'll get it whenever I get the update. I'll have it on my phone real soon. Let's see. It was 2-1, and but maybe with the same draft, maybe even with a different draft, it was actually bugged out. And before we start, though, we'll get full agreement from both sides. And before both players actually agree on one conclusion, we don't really start. So we will be on a fair page just to make sure before we actually go in back. But the pre-bans will likely stay until the S10A. That's all I'm going to say for now. And as soon as I get the update, I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
Yeah, but because of that, maybe Rengar is going to have some more time to think about the drafting and how we should go.
Yeah, you hate to see it happen, right, when technical difficulties come up, especially in such a tense scenario, but it does happen, so we'll see how we recover, and yeah, maybe Rengar now has some extra time.
Yeah, you know, in other professional sports, whenever something like this comes up, you definitely want to take your time to at least catch a breather, relax, think about your draft. Yeah, there is a lot on the line for both these teams, so definitely want to, you know, make sure things are not too stressful.
Yeah, we do want to grab that title towards I was the winner of the Global Content Creator Battle. You can just have that on your stream, like put it right on top as a champion until the end, until the next season. I don't know
about you, but I'd put that on my LinkedIn. And to be honest, if that was on your LinkedIn, hey, I'd +1 that skill any time of the day. Yeah,
that will probably be the interview question when you go for the job. Like, what did you do in that creator battle? So we'll see. And I got the update. It will be the same exact band picks, and we should be going into a rematch of that game 4 that we started with. So with the same exact band picks, when that's set up, we'll go in, do the quick draft, and we should be back in game real soon.
Okay.
Yeah. And
so, how are you guys thinking about the different kind of playstyle that Kana's bring to the table this time? I, for one, actually did not expect Kana to be playing this aggressive with like the DPS Solitaria and like the Commander Pavel Cleave as well. We haven't really seen him play that kind of style in the last few games, so to see him make a switch in playstyle, I think is a pleasant surprise.
And it's interesting, he didn't try game 1 either, right? It came out in game 2, and now he's got that confidence going into game 3. And Rengar is choosing to do the same tank down style this time.
Yeah, didn't really try the similar style against the other opponents before, and it didn't really work. I think Kana has built his playstyle. He's very used to it with that amount of games. I'm pretty sure you can insta-lock it. He knows exactly how fast and about the calculation before he goes in, and has been working really well in the grand finals now. But Rengar, can you really tank up that much damage? Can you guys kind of do the calculation? So there's a lot.
Didn't look like it in the last game.
The cleaves, when you run out of that damage source after a couple of turns, you actually just lose that when there's too much sustain on the other side.
Well, I think it depends on like the pre-bans. In these scenarios, there's a lot more pre-bans than the traditional RTA ladder games that we're seeing. Especially as we're later on into the draft, right? We can't see the Scarrawell getting banned, that Destina getting banned as well. The Sage Ball, again, is also out of the question, right? And with all that, like with the Bellion being pre-banned that early on, you don't have to worry about your souls. I think a lot of what happens is that there's a lot of tools and units that we have as an aggressive player to kind of one-shot, units, right? Pavel S3 ignores damage sharing, right? Commander Pavel's S3, also has a lot of, defense penetration. Even Strays now, right? Now that he can't get countered on his S3, also has that true damage, right? Potentially on that S3. And I think with all these tools, it's more about having the utility to kind of enable these units, right?
And I think specifically for your question, G-Clef, if we're talking the same picks in this match, Senya can definitely outlast and survive. It just comes down to her passive. If she can survive, she gets crit. But yeah, he can definitely gas out Kana and then come back and survive. But that's a risky move.
Some provokes, some counterattacks can always change a lot of things. So we'll see. It might actually seal some of the skills available from the cleaving side. And we'll see. Sure, you guys should be back in game or back in the same game.
I believe we're in the lobby.
Okay, just making sure. And let's see.
What did we rule on, G-Clip? We're doing the same band, same picks?
Yeah, I heard same band picks. And we are just going to go quickly in and then back into the game. So
and luckily not too much happened, right? We just had the para, S2, S3, and then the C-Dom turn right after.
Yep. Oh.
Yes, C-Dom and Pavel?
Might be some slight mispicks there. They're just getting situated. Going to the, I guess, game. We were on game 3, I believe. Game 4?
Yeah, game 4. And
yeah, okay.
While they're doing the remake, if they pick on something else, we have to make a remake of remake. So you better be careful, okay? We can't
come on, guys.
Delays. This is the test moment. I hyped it up so much. Gotta get that. Get that.
We'll get there.
Give me a second. I need some coffee.
Oh, they're just remaking to get all the bands through again.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They're going to the game 4 setup, right? They need the pre-bans.
Yeah, they need the pre-bans. Bellion, Paltus, Zio, Sage Bao, Estene, and A-Lot, Sid, Flan, Flitica. So it was.
All right.
It was
Make sure, D-Clef, they're on point.
9 pre-bans. I write these things down because I can't remember all of them. So 4. Game 4. If Kana takes it, it'll put Inquisition 2-1 set score. If Rengar comes back big, if we go to game number 5 in set 3, that will be set 4. Split one more. That's a set score for Battle Frenzy, and maybe we'll be seeing that ace match. And so far, it has been really fun. Actually, best of 3 was kind of fun, but I think best of 5 is even better with this many pre-events. A lot more stress for the players.
Yeah.
But
more
usually
fun
for esports,
yeah, a lot more fun for us.
Means a lot more fun for the viewers and much more entertainment value.
We get to see more units, more variety, especially in those later games. Yep.
That's the thing. I know it's very stressful. You have to really think. Sometimes when you just lose it after losing really big, you just can't think. Your heroes, even if you just have all the favorites, of course, we waited for the favorites for such a long time. Now we have it. Yeah, such a pretty good update there with the favorite. Just do the CR and then just scroll down. Sometimes even with that list, you just can't think straight and you run out of time in tournaments, especially. With that favorite, I think they're not going to be having that much of a mistake anymore. So going back and forth and just getting the set, because I believe we have to make an entire new game going through game 1 to 3, right? And then we have to get ready for the game 4. So
this should be game 4, I think.
Game 4 right now.
Okay.
Just make sure they get the pre-bans correct.
And that's why it's taking a longer time, because we already went through 3 games, so they need to get through the round mode.
Yeah, we're almost there, guys.
Longer time. Okay.
As long as they don't mess up the picks here, we should be good.
Oh, please don't.
Yeah.
Well, they'd have to go through the entire process all over again.
Yeah, Kana, don't misclick.
Oh, Kana's going to misclick on something. There's a chance.
Oh, God.
Oh, please don't.
So far, so good.
Honestly, as a RTA player myself, even though there's only 3 buttons on the bottom of the screen, I still find myself misclicking all the time. Which is why I don't play other games anymore. Fun fact.
Yeah.
And I keep on misclicking. I think I pressed on heroes, but I pressed on exit, and I actually sometimes exit by mistake. It happens so many times when I'm about to sleep. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. I actually just press exit, and then I
click it, but you have to confirm it after G-Click.
And then I actually say yes. And then I exit. Wow. I'm like, wow, I just lost that. Yeah,
that's a little on you.
I'm not the only one. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Okay. Are we back? Okay, we're in game.
All right, finally.
Let's get this round 4. Kana still winning 2-1. Here's Pera. Starting off. Some debuffs. Okay.
If you wish to
Oh
die,
wow, wait. Okay, the exact same debuffs I think landed this time as last time. Maybe the unbuffable didn't land, but oh, interesting. I wonder what would happen if that debuff kind of landed on the Senya. That'd be pretty disappointing.
That'd be pretty unfortunate here.
Here now. Early the counter.
That counter.
What meaningless
And the C-Pabble.
obstacles must simply be
Here we
eliminated.
have this S3 as well.
Does he just finish off Apak Ravi? Just like before? This turns out to be exactly
For
the
an
same.
insignificant
Yeah, that's
person
kind of
like
creepy.
you,
Oh, Destine? No, right?
Big damage.
death is too kind to give.
Die, you fly.
When you have to fight, you fight.
Best looking
He's
animation
gone.
right there.
Oh wait, I think last time it went for the APOC, but maybe that was the game auto playing.
I will not.
And here's the green Pabble, which is off.
Okay,
Apak Ravi.
but we
Big
have the
Senya
clap back
thing
from the
coming
Senya.
off.
This is huge. She didn't take too much damage, and we have the Make Chloe follow up as well.
Oh, and provokes.
Oh, no provoke
Oh,
on the Cowell, but that is
buff.
so bad.
I hope you're ready.
That might be it right there.
Chloe coming out as well. Looks like Hana's
Yeah,
team might have run out of juice.
Ashes to
Mhm.
ashes.
And
Dust
here's
to
Aravi.
dust.
He's gonna jump. Oh, doesn't jump.
Big
Doesn't even
S1.
aim.
And heals. Kana yields
And
out
Kana!
the game. Even with the perfect cleave setup, that draft was just not enough to burst through 3 revives and a Senya.
Yeah. It took too much to kill the Ravi. We still have the Senya on deck, and we have 2 revives, right? You killed the Destina, the May Chloe's ready to go right after.
Okay, Rengar found the solution. He found the answer against Kana's cleave team.
And
took
Kana
them
looks
out.
very disappointed about that one. I think there was everything in his favor there to kind of have a nice draft, but it just wasn't not enough to burst through the May Chloe and the Destina.
Honestly, even if the May Chloe was not there, the Senya was already in a great position potentially to take it on her own. But yeah, with the May Chloe backing it, it was no chance.
Double revive.
All right,
Very
and
pretty.
here we are, game 5 between Kana and lovely Rengar, the captain set.
Yeah. We'll decide the winner of the set.
2-2.
9 pre-bans because we had double S10 last time. And gonna add 2 more on top of the 9. May Chloe
Oh,
ban.
and the May Chloe and the Parrot, like we mentioned earlier in our break, that Parrot does get banned off, but on the flip side, May Chloe is no longer available for lovely Rengar's side. Kana's weighing his options here. Let's see what he decides the first pick.
Kana starts this time.
Yeah, not looking
See what he
quite as
goes for.
confident.
another
Arwell
trial
first
to
pick. We saw him
overcome.
kind of, back up into this in the previous day.
Mm-hmm.
Arlo not only being a pretty good pivot into standard playstyles, but also like he played in a few matches, that aggressive playstyle with Scarwell is also available for him. It's a very good safe first pick. Something that really is tuned well for his account.
Sometimes even I'm amazed by my own talent.
And DJB.
We'd love to see it, right? Especially into that Arwell looking good.
Future plus R. Looking to turn that barrier
still
into
have
damage
hope.
and plus add-in. Guardian actually quite early from Rengar.
How will Kana respond here? Does he have maybe a Zahak?
We do see the Amelia again. I think Kana's probably leaning towards another CR booster with the style of play. I think 2 CR boosters and then following up to 2 DPS so you can kind of have a reactionary pick, I think is probably one of his better strategies.
Combat readiness booster. And someone has a passive that takes more combat readiness that we saw post-ban yesterday. We're talking the other G, not G Clef. It's the Giselle.
Giselle. Both good looking.
I.e. Giselle. Oh, really thinking hard about her pick. Oh, Melissa.
Yeah, he went down to the
Ooh,
wire 3
Melissa
seconds.
comes up, yeah.
Hey, did it? Melissa did not work yesterday at all.
Not quite.
It's not enough
Yeah,
damage.
not against the Rem, I believe. The Rem just kind of counter-stripped.
Oh, the
Melissa.
Ram.
Yeah, but lovely
Pretty
Rengar
hard.
here might not opt to pick the Rem this time, especially this early on in the draft. So
Yeah, he
here's
still has
seeing
a
how it's
5th
gonna-
pick.
Yeah, change it up here. We already have one DPS from Lovely Rengar's side, that Aiden.
Most likely just going to offer some mitigation here.
Go for the winter.
Or maybe.
There's a lot of ways
early on.
Get the level up.
Is that, I think is a little
Too early?
too early, yeah.
Oh,
Wow, Spirit Isoline. Maybe on the Storm Sword artifact.
Oh, it does
Oh,
have the
Rengar.
Rem as well. There's
There's
that
that
Rem
Rem.
that we saw last time.
Obey.
Yeah, Connor
From
needs to
Zenith
answer
that
this
I
Rem.
believe.
Do you see the Sea Lilius as well? I would like to see another cleanser on Lovely Rengar's side.
And a Senya.
Senya does come out.
Connor takes the
Let's
Senya.
just get this over.
Ooh, and
And
the
like
Leica.
Whoa!
He picked that
Great last
before.
pick. Yeah, to probably contest that Sea Lilius. Leica
Alright,
gets banned. and
disrespect
Senya
ban, the
as
5th
well.
picks.
Not going to happen. That speed contest. Okay.
Oh,
We're
now
in
we'll have
game
to
the
see.
Yeah, we
The
do have
final
Rem,
game
though.
of set 3.
Or have enough ER here to resist a Champions Trophy Sea Lilius.
Scar those in our way with destruction and
We'll
fear.
see.
Yeah, Spirit Isoline as well. On the Storm
There's
Sword.
resistance
I'll
here,
take
and
the
it's
light.
Eternus DJB. I
There's
love
that
that
Eternus.
Eternus tech. Yeah. The Eternus lets you really take advantage of the debuffs early on, especially into units like Zeo as well. Hana's
I'll
not
make you kneel
really in a great
before.
spot here.
And that
Resist.
does get pushed back, but yeah, Connor in big trouble now.
With this sword of
Here's
spirit,
Celine.
there is nothing that I can't
It's a big move.
I'm not sure how Connor's going to overcome this. He does have some strip in the form of ROL.
Okay. And Amelia here. Almost
Melissa
17k.
as well, potentially.
Does have to boost
You're
up
nothing.
here.
Get
Another
out of
Secret
my
Storm
way.
proc on Celine as
Is
well.
it time
Opts to go for the
for me to play?
Melissa.
Press it onto the Rem. Oh, it does
Big
land.
damage.
About that brat?
Yeah, he needed that.
What a waste of time.
Oh! This is a
No
different
counter as
game
well.
now. Oh, that's a
This is
miss.
the second hit.
Oh, lives with the curse. Kana is not happy about that one. The
Very
DJB gets
inversion.
S2 here. The S3 will come out as well.
Rengar survives.
You hate to see it. 1 health in a dream on the Rem.
I'll finish this first. Then
Be
go
the
have
dog.
some fun.
They're providing some.
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
big
Increase
cleanse
my readiness.
here.
Not in here. Gonna do some big
Take
damage
note
going
for
into the
future
ROL.
reference.
Light
This
of
is what a perfect
salvation
cut looks like.
for the damage and it's only
Spirit
6k.
Not too bad.
Not too
Yeah.
much.
Ice Crystal
In the
popping there
blink
as
of an
well.
eye.
Nimbleblade does proc on the side of Celine.
A true knight picks their
Keeps the
There's
battle.
a
alive.
stun available on the
Don't
Arrowwell
ever
as
ignore the
well.
power
Also
of
go
Going
for
for the
stun and strip.
and the
With
stun.
something to protect.
Get it. No!
Oh,
and a
oh,
counter attack as
resist
well!
and counter attack.
Unfortunate.
This
And
Ram.
nothing is going in the way of Kana this game.
Yeah, that's so bad. Now she's gonna get a ton of lifesteal back.
Oh, and all that damage from the Melissa.
Man, she's
It's
looking
pretty
healthy
much
again.
gone. Yeah.
Half HP.
Yep, Kana almost out of gas here.
Going barriers now.
Is quite fun,
Storm
actually.
Sword still
inversion.
procking. Little CR push.
I'll make
Yeah,
you
more
taste
Secret Storm
despair.
artifact procs on the Celine as well. Getting another attack buff, another counter from the
Bug
Rem.
gets countered. Yeah, D-break landing.
he
2
gets a
turns.
D-break this time. This Celine's gonna do massive damage with the attack up.
Yep,
He
procs a
down?
Nimbleblade.
What?
As
It was
He
quite
killed
good though.
8 damage. Oh my god, on the Sea
And not
Lilius.
even
The Sea
poke.
Lilius
Kill.
does fall.
That's what I do.
Auden finishes the job there.
Demon
Demon
form
mode
also
active
procs.
for Rem. That's
I
so
have
bad.
nothing to say
We do get
to
some
you.
strips at least.
Melissa.
No counters yet.
This time,
Miss.
no more immortality on that Melissa as well. The Celine does have the 20 souls as well. Secret Art
Sometimes
procs
even I'm
one more
amazed by my own
time.
talent.
Can Melissa provide what Kana needs?
Energy here.
Oh man, that Spirit Isoline is
Oh,
still
it's
alive.
Procs again.
Yeah, no missed blade procs as
that.
well.
Oh,
People.
alive with
It's going
escort, but not for
down.
long.
And it's a
And that's
million
it.
arrows left on the side.
And
lots
this
of
Ram
rough
keeps
RNG.
on going.
I fight with the power of all.
Yeah,
Early
Kana
Rengar here gonna
And
fight it
that's
out.
GG
Take the
called.
win.
Liberty Vanguard's going to take the game and the set for Battle Frenzy, leading 2-1 in set score now. If Didi wins set number 4, that will be the victory. Kana could not handle the amount of sustain and the reaction picks coming out from Liberty Vanguard.
A little unfortunate there on the Melissa. There was a chance, even though it wasn't very likely. The first S2, the first hit on that rim made it really, really close. It was
And then
so
the follow-up
close.
failed stun. The RNG just wasn't on Kana's side. He did really well though, 2-2, but couldn't clutch it out in the end. A little bit of technical difficulties as well, but overall, yeah, Lovely Vanguard takes it over Kana in the captain match.
Yeah, now we finally get to see Didi play on the main stage in the finals.
Oh, yes. He was missing yesterday. Didn't even have to play.
Yeah, I mean, I think even in the quarterfinals when Didi first matched up, his match was already over and it was a promotional match. Yeah, and last night, I mean, we saw Didi play. And
now, Ken, it's a lot of pressure, right? Because if he wins, no ace match, I believe. They're up to
no ace match.
No ace match. He can lock it out and just close it out for his team right here. Kind of pay them back, right, for the free ride so far. That'd be big for Didi.
I think sometimes the free ride is like beneficial, right? But usually at this stage of the tournament, like everyone else is like warmed up, they're ready with their drafts. Didi not really playing at all yesterday might actually bite him instead of doing him favors.
He's been practicing.
Yeah, it depends on the mentality, I think. If he saw the match and got more time to study instead. So here's the lineup, the players on both teams for set number 4. Ayak, Korean player for Inquisition, and Didi, European, I guess we could say, for server, Europe server.
Yeah, European server.
For Battle Frenzy, and Battle Frenzy, they're getting close to the match point. And people here win. Pre-bans, most pre-bans are actually Winter and Lua for Ayak. Interesting. Don't really have that much winter bans coming out. Let's see who the winner is going to be. That captain match was certainly very fun to watch with a lot of speed contests that we haven't really seen throughout the tournament, which was very common for all the other tournaments until now, because the meta is kind of different with this many heroes added. Hey, 30 seconds before we go in, guys. Any last words?
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Didi's going to bring to the table. We really haven't seen him play for serious like the entire tournament. We only saw him play around with Broman in that promotional match, so maybe this time Didi's ready to go. And here we are.
On the same hand, though, right, Kenny? We have some hidden potential too. The players don't know what Didi kind of plays like so far, but we've seen matches from Ayak.
Yes, Car.
So he has a little bit more intel.
Indeed, we did watch some matches, some great matches from Ayak.
I believe Ayak versus Bishop.
Yep.
Oh, Winter Band away. The Ran, AOL, and Bellion. Ayak opting to open up with the Destina. Oh, Didi with a response on the Lua and the Steny.
Fast picks, looking confident.
Stretch. Yeah, make sure to stretch, guys. I know it's intense.
I'm gonna copy Didi here. Get the blood flowing.
Oh. And Ayak. The response is gonna be.
Ayak taking his time a little bit.
Problematic. Steny with a lot of damage and a lot of scaling into Frenzy, and the Lua just being a very good debuffer in general. Haven't seen her too much this tournament. Always pre-banned, so glad to finally see her getting some light here.
Talking light, we're going to have the light ROL.
See it so often, right? Especially paired with that Destina. He's got to be careful though of that Lua.
Yeah. Against the
I
Lua.
desire your flesh.
And a pretty early Archdemon in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow. A lot of good picks here for Didi's side.
Not bad at all though. I like the ADS, right? Doesn't really matter if she gets skill reset. Just wants to spam those skill ones. Has reach for the Steny. Blind access as well.
Yeah, but I think it kind of sets you up into playing into a lot of units like Solitary that we've seen oftentimes in this tournament.
Yep, as a third pick, she could definitely be trapped.
Emma Kowarik as well.
Strong pick into the ADS there.
Ambitious Tywin with only a 5-star awakening.
And Didi did not a fully awaken. Didi, come on, man. We know you haven't been playing as much, but good God.
He's missing a star to match the gold color, okay?
Yeah, wasn't there
That's
like
good.
a
That's the only
wasn't there a
good.
rune buff earlier this week? What's going on?
He was playing the Apex buff event, not the rune buff. Let's see what Ayak picks for his last two here. No, honestly, the awakening shouldn't matter too much, but you want to see these players, right? You don't want to leave it up to chance with that missing awakening.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
I'll
It's up
give you
to
a
how many
taste of
suns that he's
defeat.
going to get later on. Here's the Lioness Fermia from Ayak. And waiting for the last pig.
Interesting
Okay,
Lionheart pick there.
Is the cleanse from Destina enough against a team of Didi?
There's a lot of.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure why the Lionheart Sermon.
Yeah, there's no activator. Maybe
Not
just hoping
really-
for a random duel?
And hoping for that 3%. Didi here has a few options here. If he has that solitary in his back pocket, potentially a good pick, but opting for the Pirate
And
Captain
another
plan
not
instead.
awaken. All right. Not always the best in the Ed.
But I think the egg can just get banned away, and he can
think
just
that's
kind
his
of.
plan,
Didi
yeah.
has free reign to kind of control his team here.
And the post ban. Waiting for Didi.
Does ban the Ed. The
Edward.
Emerald Koeric does get banned away from Deity's side as well.
Okay.
Just like that. We get to watch Deity's essentially first game of the tournament in the finals.
Let's
Oh.
go, Didi. Your team's
Let's
betting on you.
go.
You can close it out right here.
Yeah.
3-1.
It's been a week, and he took a break yesterday. He's back here in a very important match. And here we go. First game of set number 4. And starting with...
It looks like somebody
That
Lua
Lua
forgot their
does take that
place.
first turn.
Disappear through the cracks of time and space.
Oh, resistance
really want
there
your
on the
blood
Lua. Not enough
So be
effectiveness
it.
there to land. But does have that soul burn on the S3.
Does
Someday
use
you
it.
see it
Ignore
here?
you will be
Efrez.
forgotten, and not a single
Here's the
person
sweet
will
talk.
ever remember your name. You must
And
be
Yeah, we have a
nine
huge Pirate Captain
lives.
Flan turn. A lot of debuffs coming out on Deity's side. But it's important here to not just go all in and blow all your steam all at once. You want to really manage those debuffs if you
First.
can.
Oh, that's a
of
lot
debuffs.
of...
There's a counter, but no
lot of
seal,
red.
no proc.
Such arrogance.
And the Tywin follow-up.
whole lot of bombs and burns.
He is
Oh,
bursting
opposite
there. He's using the
rhythm,
skill 3.
Yeah.
All of it!
Defeat me.
Because
Does get to
the
Destina. Another
This
counter
time
and the
also
seal.
lands the seal on the A Tywin, so the A Tywin can't cleanse.
Yeah, but with this Destina stun, right? There's
You
so
aren't
many
even fit
debuffs.
to kiss my feet.
Mhm. Destina can't even use the skills anyhow.
Luckily,
Oh,
Blinds
also
did
gets
proc
blind
from the
as well.
Archdemon S2. That's pretty big here.
Yeah,
To
I
the side
think
of
the A
Ayak.
Tywin S3 there was not the right play. Ended up punishing Didi quite a bit.
There's no escape.
Goes for the Nightmare.
Does miss.
S3 does miss as well. It is a high lag lance.
How annoying.
Yeah, that
Ooh,
increases
extra
chance.
push.
On S10, it didn't really work for Didi.
You definitely want
Here's
to
Pirate
start.
Captain Plan.
Go for the bomb activator and the CR boost as well. And a nice stun on the
I
AD
made it in the
Maru.
nick of time.
Ooh, that's good chunk. Down. Now here's ROL. Looking. Oh, actually, S3, of course.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
dual
no
attack there.
skill available for Ayak's first turn because he did soul burn
It
S3
looks like
on the
somebody
Lua.
forgot their place.
That 3% maybe Ayak was looking for to happen on the other side.
Yep. I definitely
Okay,
needed
great.
that. Get that
For
cleanse.
that defense break on the Lionheart Sermia, unfortunately it does miss here.
Looking for some more
On 4K damage, but these
So
burns
much
and these
damage coming out.
Yeah, these
Detonations!
bombs are so scary.
Our Captain Flan.
You're in trouble now.
Narwhal
Let's get
almost
another
dead.
turn here.
Might just die from escort.
Oh.
You have no
Oh, another
value to
stun!
me.
Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
that
bomb
bomb.
didn't there.
Good for Ayak's side, especially with that Destina having a bomb there. She's not going to be able to take a turn.
Here's Destiny. And that yes is
First
gone.
chunk comes
Yep.
out.
Taking one at a
And this should
time.
be the finisher here with the flan.
Oh, and a dual attack. Oh no!
Oh.
Oh,
Dual-
my
too
God.
little,
Could
too
you
late.
imagine?
What a finish! That was a beautiful finish.
I think, Kenny, you were mentioning that the Taiwan S3 might have been a little too preemptive there. But if Didi's confident he hit that Destina, right, with how many debuffs landed on the flank, I like the play. He did get slightly punished, but that's mostly just from the Archdemon counter. If she didn't land those blinds right, it would have been even cleaner.
Well, if you had full control already, right, with the Lua reset, I don't think you need to go for that, right? Because there's always a chance that you do resist
he did
stuns.
overlap it. You're right on that.
Yeah, if that 3% happened a little earlier on, it would have helped the Lionheart's army a little bit.
Yeah, taking a very decisive first win. Ayak not too happy with that. Not being able to play the game, really.
Oh, that's right.
Did you see the
Lua
Lionheart Sirmia? Didi did get a dual attack. Maybe that influenced that ban decision there at the very end.
But still, like, he didn't even pick an activator, right? So I don't know if he really wanted to ban that, but why not? First
Sure
pick
thing.
Stanny there. Very strong.
Same ban pick so far.
Another trial to
No
overcome.
Ottawa this time for Didi. Pick up.
Do anything for you.
Oh, we do see the DJB getting picked up from Ayak's side. DJB being picked quite a bit in these final matches into the ROL.
We love to see it.
Oh,
Didi laughing, though, looking pretty confident here.
Oh, the Pirate Captain plan does come out from Ayak's side this time. Let's see if Didi has some options to kind of deal with that Pirate Captain plan.
Yeah. And the options we're talking for cleanse, right? Soul Weavers?
Yeah, could want some cleanse for sure.
Or
Either
anything
that, or
that
maybe
can
some
kind of
immunity.
control- Yeah, or something that can kind of control the Pirate Captain plan as well. We do see the immunity provided from the Imokoeric and the Ed as well, kind of overlapping. Seen this picked together quite a few times with that immunity Ed, kind of being anti-synergistic here. Did he pick them very fast, so he might not have thought that one through.
Edward to counter the debuff. And Ayak has to respond against a pretty tanky team. There's Spectre Tenebria, and she might
Show
be
me a
safe.
shoe. Shoe could pop off right here. It is in this Stenny, so he'll need some reach there, but it's a tanky team. He's got to get some damage going.
It's a lot of cleanse, right? That shit would be pretty dangerous. We saw that 40% Floosh proc quite a
Yeah.
bit.
Can just
Time
win
will
any.
stop.
Arya, though. Okay.
Third Aria pick of the tournament. Never went through, by the way.
Right, I think we saw, but it was either banned or
It was
we
post
never
banned both times.
post banned.
So this is a third pick of Aria. Maybe we'll see her play.
Oh,
And
there
shoe!
is that
There's the
shoe.
shoe. Okay,
And
I did
Right
want
on
to
the
see
money.
he
it.
does not look happy about that.
Yes, you did not.
It's a tough pick.
Yeah, ouch. How do you respond against those ice units? Some
Yeah, I think you have to
green-
ban one or the other and find a way to kind of deal with the other unit.
Didi mulling over his options. Got a little
head-
trapped here at the end.
beefy green unit or some more damage.
Goes for the Tywin again.
Hey, Tywin again! Okay, what do you guys think? Does this actually make sense a lot? Okay, quick bans, S10A.
And the Bazaar
Eliminating a
does
lot
want
of
to have
damage.
some
Well-
value.
He did
Out of
show
that,
right that his
yeah.
Tywin can debuff the Destina. So maybe that's what
Okay.
he's going for here.
Effectiveness, huh? So maybe that's what it's all about. We go into
Yeah.
game 2. Didi in the lead. Can he take another one?
How
Running with
annoying.
Fire
Yeah, the
Captain
scary
Clown
thing
up.
about this effectiveness effect res kind of matchup is you never really know. Sometimes it could be luck, and sometimes you get resisted just like that, and that's not something that you always want to see.
Well, Didi's feeling confident. Maybe high F Tywin there. Stun goes out onto the ROL.
Corrupt energy.
Warwick does take the turn, and here's what we were saying earlier. Oh man, if he decides to S3 here, that Ed will have immunity, which is not always the best thing to have.
Thinking about
You cannot change
Yeah,
what is
Top for the
already
skill
decided.
2 there. Gets the attack break.
Radiant light.
the balance
Beast
of
the
power.
West.
And here is the regen from Destina.
She was going to get her skill 3 up before the Arya turn. Very nice.
Yeah, I think Didi kind of used that S2 a little bit early. Now the Shrew won't be able to get stripped, and she'll have immunity and anti-crit.
Me cream.
I see fear in
Any
your
crit?
eyes. The shadows.
Oh, it's only 11k HP on the Arya as well, so there is potential
let's
for this
see.
Arya to fall.
Ed's going to proc a counter here. Will Tywin be able to get a stun, though?
Oh, and a counter from the Shrew.
Oh my goodness. And the push!
The Floosh.
It's happening
Edward
already,
is
guys.
True knight
gone.
picks their battles wisely.
This Arya
That's
needs to
the
be
first
real.
one.
High ER.
I don't.
Will
Another
Didi
one.
risk a stun? Yeah, he's going for it.
The weight of the oath I've taken
Here's the first check. Does it have high ER?
will be brought down upon
To
you.
get the counter off.
It's
It
real,
is,
at least for the first time.
bastard, Yeah.
For greater
She
good.
gets that big passive off. Big damage. Potential pushback.
Oh, and the Aura was about to fall just like that. Too much damage.
Yeah, and even if this Taiwan gets some stunts here, right? The shoe is still such a threat. Might even counter here.
You see the A Taiwan S3.
So he...
Does land and stun on the steam.
There's the counters. No push. But he was able to cover a little bit there, but it might have been a 50-50. Not quite a full coverage on the F versus F res on the
The
Arya.
light will always
Oh, but
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah,
Wow,
Didi
the
just
yeah.
said,
Aria coming in clutch.
"You win this one."
That was a
And
great
Arya-
draft by Ayak. Trap Didi in the last few picks there.
Huh? Don't really see Ayak. Not Ayak. Arya. Even in regular RTA, bringing it on a very important tournament, very important match. Yeah, pretty crazy ban picks coming out from Maya. So that's 1-1 tied now.
Mm-hmm. The Ed came out a little early, and he was able to punch with double ice. And then his last pick of Taiwan, maybe not the best, so Ayak was able to leave that up and ban something else.
Mm-hmm. Had
I
a
think
great
Didi
idea.
at that point doubled down too much on one unit there and took too many options. And we really didn't see that much value with the A Taiwan, Emma Quirk, and Ed all combined.
All right, so we are tied up here.
And now 2 more pre-bench. Should be coming through.
The DJB and the Fire Charlotte getting banned through here. Curious to see what units Didi still has left in the tank.
Don't come near me.
There's that
Obscure,
Stenny again.
That's Stenny, yep.
I think that was literally 3 for 3. Contender, we are going to
I'll take your life.
Didi so far.
Ooh, Ayak mixing it up a little bit.
With
First
the
pick
Sea
Silius there
Lilius
into the Destina.
Can't forget that Sea Lilius is still a really, really good unit. I still use her in
The
quite a few of my RTA
situation is
matches
critical.
on
And
ladder.
Didi
Yeah.
responds in kind with the Politis. Nice picking of both those units there.
Mhm.
Maybe gonna play much more
As long as I'm
aggressively. There's a
holding
Fallen
this
Cecilia
spear,
in the third spot.
I won't back down.
Yeah, makes sense. Digital Bazaar is gone.
But Ning Ning is also still available there, and Ning Ning also does still have that barrier inversion.
You must think you have 9 lives.
Alright,
You
got
see
the
another
Sun.
Pirate Flan again. She's been picked in
For the-
every game, I
I'll
think.
do anything for her.
Big bombs. And the debuff, the burns. Coloring
It's
for
the
the
hand guy
cleanse.
pick there. Immunity
Uh-huh.
up versus that Politis.
I am going very
Yeah, no,
strong.
This pick is just not looking as strong. This team from Ayak's side is just so tanky.
Yeah.
What
Great
if
pick
it's
so
a-
far
a
from the side of
damage
Ayak.
column?
This is, you know what? Oh, Winter's banned. I was gonna say this is looking like a great Winter game, but she's banned. That's unfortunate.
Didi opting for the APOC in the fourth spot here.
I do like
Not
the
always the
APOC,
best in the standard, but maybe it's okay here. Not too much
APOC
cleanse on the
might
side
be
of
a
Didi.
little too slow into the Sea Lilius and the potential debuffs from Pirate Captain Flan.
Yeah, that's her issue in standard matches like this. Not the worst, I guess, though.
Do you see
Yeah,
the
and
Amelia
boost.
and
All right. No last pick Taiwan this time.
So some extra barriers, combat readiness boost.
And a
up from
cleanse
Emilia.
versus the Flan, yep.
Of course, of course. So there's some cleanse now. And Ayak in response.
He needs another big damage dealer here. Could go for the Meru again. It looked strong in game 1. Oh, opts for the Rylet instead. Okay. Not sure if I like that. I would like to see a Meru a little bit better. Now
Dark
might be
Violet.
forced.
Who has not been having a good time so far. Okay, banned out.
Yes, he's
We'll
forced
talk
born the
to it.
Stenny there. Where if he went for the Meru, maybe he could have went for like an Amelia ban and just let the Pirate Captain Flan run over. But those are the bans here. It's 1-1. Let's see who takes this third game.
Prediction. The AI prediction says he has higher win prediction. 63%. Let's see if that matters at all. With the waiting for the final confirmation on the placement and the imprints, and we're good to go. Set number 4, game 3.
Obey if you wish.
Oh,
to
it is a
live.
Shamatra staff on the Amelia as well, so you get the extra ER as well. Let's see if it's going to be enough.
Give all
Celia's
that you have
skill 3 coming out.
for the glory of Perlin.
For honor, figures up.
Children will
There's that
have
Politis
You see the
proc.
resistance, and the Politis does proc the S2 as well. And
Ooh,
two
Double
Stun!
stun.
Ooh, and the stun on the Pirate Captain Flan as well.
Now,
Yeah,
this
and
might be
unfortunate
worth
timing
the
on the
ping.
CR bar.
Great
Looking
start
at
for
the
Didi.
CR bar, yeah, the Pirate Captain Flan right now is ahead of the ML Queric.
You do not
Invokes the fallen Cecilia there.
understand.
The debuff going on. And here's
Big stun
Politis.
here. If that ML Flan does lose a turn here, a lot of tempo went over from Diddy's side.
And he needs that with this
Humans are
APOC pick.
truly foolish. I just feel sorry for them.
And here's Politis S3.
More
Ooh,
debuff
actually able to
there.
debuff the Destina as well. I think Destina's kind of low on the
Captain
ER.
Flan did lose its turn.
That is big. That is big. But the hand guy here.
Yeah, full cleanse, attack up for the team.
Restoration
Politis
coming
no
through
S2
S3.
anymore.
And it's not as bad for Ayak.
Losing that turn 1 on Flan is kind of bad, but yeah, he can still, he's not out of it for
Just
sure.
follow my lead.
Does opt to cleanse off the fallen Cecilia.
sure you
Not a
feel
huge
the
fan of
pain.
that play. I think you should have saved that attack buff for some damage.
Okay.
In the lights
Okay,
and
but
Because
when
we
did
can
that
just have a
skill
Flan S3 come out right, rip off those skill nulls, get a lot of debuffs. May not opt to push though.
Maybe thinking about something else here. Here's the Cena.
Yep,
Let's
skill
go
1 gonna
together.
Skills.
skill null. Oh, actually gets a little dual attack, passive in a push.
I'll make you taste despair.
Power Captain Plan.
This is it.
Oh, it's a counter on that Politis, but
We have
Ayak's
that
team has
immunity.
full immunity, so not getting too much value there, unfortunately.
And no stun. Coming through that big muscle. And here's ML Korik again.
We see an
Maybe
S2,
looking
maybe
through-
attack break on Ravi.
Go for the strip.
Nope, just opting for skill 1, taking all these skill nulls out.
Ah,
And some
how
extra CR as well for the
sensational.
Pirate Captain Flan.
Who does Didi start working on here?
It's a
Is he going to the
31k
Destina?
HP on the A Ravi. She's not going to be doing much damage at all.
Ooh, that is a bulky Ravi. Gotta be sacking stats somewhere. Yeah, the damage not too high.
Trouble now.
And we're going to
Uh-oh,
be
Didi
here for
might
a
have
while.
trouble. He also opted, right, not to give that Ravi the attack buff.
Okay, resistance. As you mentioned, Kenny. High ER.
Get ready.
Back on Politis. Didi's
The
trying to
Politis
target
also,
on
I think,
Flan.
is a more degen build. Didi's going to be lacking a lot of damage. I think this Flan's going to take over.
Yeah, once we see that
The
full
time
burst,
has come.
the ships on both sides.
Radiant light.
But so far, no bombs, no real big debuffs coming out from Flan.
Yeah, he did get resisted.
And this the
Very
Cena
slow
holding
match
on.
so far. Yeah, everyone holding skills.
I will honor their
Very
wishes.
slow match, but slowly but surely Ayak's team is losing immunity, so this Politis will slowly be chipping away at
Sensing
Ayak's team.
corrupt energy.
Okay. Guys, brush your teeth.
Let me
Before you
guide
go to
you
sleep.
onto the right path.
How annoying.
Saying they're falling asleep, G-Clef. Always brush
Mm,
your teeth.
Not really.
Here we go.
Got
Fire
double
Flan
copyright.
turn. Starting to get some damage onto that Politis.
Sailors get rewarded.
We get the proc though from the Flan S2. Damage
Oh,
goes
but
out.
okay.
Provoke was on the Cilius.
Oh, that's
Good.
done.
Oh, and this Celius S1 is getting so much value. Every time it brings that Pirate Captain Flan, that threat of a bomb stun is so scary.
Yeah, we're gonna be here for a minute. Ayak though found out right his Flan can make some headway into this Politis.
I never
Wants to get that
fight
kill.
in battle.
Pulling her a little up.
Yeah, but
Ravi
unfortunately,
just never takes any turns. think
Yeah,
it's
and
just
this
slow,
Emerald
mega
Cleric
bulky.
already cycled back into his S3. He has a full cleanse again.
Foolish.
Yeah.
There's a regen. Full health.
There's the flan turn again.
Is it time to go for the full burst?
He has it available. No, going for the skill 1 first.
You must
Gets
think
the
you
kill.
have 9 lives.
It's good. Ayak.
Follow up
21.
skill 3.
You are gonna
Finally, we
need
have a
to
killed
pay
unit.
up.
Increase attack.
It really does resist though, but the bombs landing on the A Ravi and the FCC is very scary.
Those in our way.
He's also down a unit now.
And fear.
And how fast is Amelia?
I'll make you taste
It'll take some time, right?
She does have skill
Okay.
3 though. But I don't think, I'm not sure if Didi can do this with this Ravi build.
Yeah, this 31k HP A Ravi in a match that this slow, I just don't
It's
think
like
has
an
enough.
anti-cleave Ravi. It
Bro,
just doesn't put out
yeah.
any pressure.
And push back.
Big damage here, double bombs.
And the CR boost as well.
Wow, that was
Goodness.
almost 20k.
Hey, yeah. And the FCC. And it doesn't matter how tanky you are, it's going to start chipping away.
This Ravi though, not even breaking barriers. Barely. Yeah, it's got to be a different kind of build. Not the one you want to see in a standard match like this.
And if she's very low, anything can take her out. Amelia has to pop that S3.
Pops it, but the damage was done already.
Mhm.
This FCC dangerously low. Ayak in full control right now.
Cena still has to revive.
Scared.
Mm-hmm.
Run.
He's
How many
under no
options
pressure.
available?
We are at Frenzy 5. Maybe we'll get to a point where even this A Ravi at 31k HP is
That's
able
all
to
he's got to
one-shot.
bank on.
There is no mitigation on the Ayak's side, so the S3 does do a good amount of damage.
Either save up the souls also, right? Could get a big soul burn into the flan. But we still have the Destina revive.
Well, I think this is the turn that Didi needs.
Don't be afraid.
Did we catch the bulk on the flank? She still has that damage share mitigation. So Ravi may not kill here, as we've seen her damage is so low on this build.
What if she gets another stun?
Another resistance
Amelia's
here.
still resisting though.
Give 'em hell.
And another boost.
How
And she
annoying.
keeps on going.
But unfortunately,
This ends here.
I
She's
think
just
even
cycling
if
like
Didi's
crazy.
able to
Tonight.
S3 here,
Debuff's finally landing on the Amelia.
There it is.
This is all but over.
Frenzy 6 coming in. That power
Amelia goes
You
down.
have 9 lives.
This has too much effectiveness.
It was Timeless Anchor as well.
Good sailors get rewarded.
And how many times did we see that boost?
Oh my
that
god,
bomb.
that damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Need to purify.
Just doesn't matter if you're in time with Anchor if you just never get hit.
Yeah, you guys were right. This is Sepang Ravi.
Yeah,
Didn't-
wasn't taking
didn't
turns,
do
wasn't
too
doing
much.
damage, not the right
Uh-huh.
build.
Yeah, no revive with the S3. So it is 2-1 now. Didi could not do it. Ayak taking the lead in this best of 5. And he needs one for Inquisition to bring us into the ace match if he wins
Yeah.
one more game.
Didi must be feeling the pressure now. Should have got those awakenings. But he still can bring it back here. It's
Comes
not
two
over
more
yet.
Primate. For
Yeah, but with 2 more units being banned away here, it looks like Didi's pool is getting a little shrunken down. He doesn't look
Yeah,
too
he-
confident in these picks.
He has shown signs of struggling, right? At least in the draft phase. So every game that goes on, it gets worse for him.
You aren't even fit to
not correct
kiss
being
my
banned.
feet.
And Pirate Captain Flan is the
Obey
ban.
if you wish to live.
Didi opts to go for the
Radiant
Spectre
light.
Tenebria pick and gives Ayak the Destina C. Lilius again. This time the Pirate Captain Flan is gone, but even another unit in that Pirate Captain Flan slot in that draft was very, very scary.
Yeah, I think that 80 Marrow might come out now. I mentioned in the last draft, it could have been good there as well. Let's see if Ayak reaches for it. He showed that in game 1.
Still keeping Destina in game. Let's see if that pays off for Didi. He's still having a good time. But will he still be having a good time after the set? The winter has been banned since the beginning.
Do not
do
understand.
see
There's that
Politics,
Politis
but-
again.
I'm not a huge fan of this Politis into a slow draft like this.
Well, let's see, right?
Wait
Ayak
for
doesn't have
protect.
access to
That's what I
the
do.
hand guy this time around, the Mediator Kowaric. Does still have the Destina though.
Scarwell coming out as well.
And that's big. That's big. And what else do you need for Ayak? Maybe he's gonna go for a similar style, but that pirate.
Whoa,
Zeo?
opting for a Zeo.
Zeo.
Seen some
That was
damage.
not what
Zeo.
I expected there.
Got inspired by Valky. Wants to do some big damage with the Zeo.
Zeo in game 4.
A little risky, but we love to see it.
I wonder what that setup is. We've seen some lifesteal, which didn't work yesterday. Some more damage Zeo, which worked okay.
You fight as if you have
Oh,
9
another
more
lives.
damage
Rylet.
coming through with the Rylet as well. We have not seen Rylet really perform this tournament,
Yeah.
so he wasn't
Been
picked as
very
much.
poor.
Yeah, getting hit a lot, especially early on. But Ayak
Yes.
still slamming that Rylet. He was picked last game as well.
But he did show he was going to need to ban the Stenny now, potentially. There's that Solitaria.
Some more control coming out from Didi.
Yeah, but a Solitaria pick into the Sea Lilius and potentially Zeo is a very scary idea. Especially with no cleanse on Deity's side. Something to keep in mind.
Yeah, still has that 5th pick available though, but lacking some damage. We saw the Politis was not on the damage build.
You need Zahak here, or more cleanse.
Let's see what he opts for.
7 seconds. What does he actually need? Looking real hard.
I'm at the
Goes
Andy's
for the
choice.
Landy pick.
Come out. Not too sure if Landy was the right pick there.
And also risking to this Conquer Lilius.
Yeah, a lot of openers on the Ayak side, and Ayak still has the final pick as well, so we'll see how this plays out.
Okay, Ayak just has to respond. And we've seen some answers against Landy. Even against
There's that
Solitaria.
ADS. Okay.
So, are we screaming Soliban?
Probably Soliban, yep.
Yeah, because of that late ADS
But-
pick.
If Didi bans out, maybe like
Conquer
ADS?
Lilius?
No, he's going for the Liz. Okay.
Yeah, you definitely have to
Ooh,
ban
okay.
the
Play.
Even though you have the Politis there, that Landy's going to be effectively useless if that's Lilius just to get through. So good bans from both
Okay.
sides.
With the first bans, we're in round number 4.
The
Ayak.
power of the
And that's a
chosen.
chatty on the Zeo.
Ayak can force us and go all the way into the ace match.
Unfortunately, not a really good target here to S3 with the Zeo. 9k HP
Be
though.
afraid, sinner.
The first turn,
Fierce.
ring
Bow
here,
down
not
before
gonna do
me.
as much.
For Felicia.
Degen Polybill doesn't take too much
see the
damage. Does get the
resistance.
resist.
Oh, yeah, that's no silence.
Yeah, high ER, lots of effectiveness. Bulk, no damage.
Curious here if Didi decides to soul burn here, just to guarantee that he gets the guiding light and gives himself a higher chance of getting the guiding light. Does hit the Rylet.
He hits the Rylet. That's on brand for this tournament, though. Rylet,
Another
not the best
S3
performer.
coming out. Let's see what this happens.
Will he get hit again?
Removing restrictions.
Oh!
Oh,
Okay,
misses
does
this
dodge.
Oh, that's a miss.
already a lot of damage, and the steady
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
get to turn.
No guiding light
Indeed.
proc, though.
Indeed. And this ROL might choose a different target now. Who do you go for?
Those who stray from the
On
path
Zeo.
of
Oh, the
righteousness
Zeo.
shall be punished.
You want to
Chatty
try
does
me?
proc there.
Extra
The
barrier
steady,
from
though,
Patty.
with no mitigation on the Ayak side, I think the steady S3 is gonna knock off that Rylet right here.
At least try to make it fun.
Oh, miss, but the damage is plenty.
Still kills. All right.
Okay, got early damage in.
Politis S2, though, still threatening here.
Yeah, not the
If
best
he
spot
does
here.
rip some skills.
But something to note is that Guiding Light did not proc on Landy for Deity, so it is available to be hit here.
Here we
See,
go.
not getting
Politis
that
S2 rebuttal.
It's
Will we see any stuns?
I want to see some big stuns here from the S2. Some
Ooh,
of this
actually
is
stunning the
Celebration is
Destina.
critical.
Did not hit the Rylet.
It's time for the finale.
Still good enough, and
More
Of
chances.
this little puppet show.
more damage coming down.
Ooh,
Rylet actually got hit there.
yeah.
And there was a
Look,
stun.
We'll get S3 off.
He's 7.
Actually could be able to top off this Landy if this hits.
Will this be the lucky 7 or not?
Pitiful resistance.
Here comes a massacre.
Oh,
It hits. So behind Scarwell with the barrier, I don't think this kills. Yeah, with the unbuffable, no attack up. Not even
Okay,
half.
but there was some HP back on Violet now though.
Only
Not fully
10k
dead anymore.
HP on Didi's Landy, so could have been a little scary there.
This Landy,
Just
that's a
going to
miss.
Riley
Another
here.
trial to overcome.
Tried it. He tried it. Not fully happy about the result
Let's
though.
strip the barrier
I'll
here,
show
but
you what a
DFI
true vessel is capable.
blind
ready
is
to
huge.
go on the Zio. I want to see some big damage here on the arrow well. Also go for the
Another miss.
And this
It's
is
on
your
the second
follow-up.
one.
Not bad.
This Riley
here's
probably
S10A.
going down.
This one's tough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, follow-up attack, not really needed.
Do not interfere.
these debuffs coming out from the politics is getting really, really scary.
Yeah, Ayak in big trouble. This ADS hasn't even gotten a single focus. Been locked down. Well played by Didi so far. Stun followed up on the Zio.
Oh, that's huge.
Ayak in big trouble.
Yeah, the low
Ayak-
ER on this Destina potentially really damaging out this draft. This Landy damage is starting to get huge. The S3 is also available on the Landy as well. Big turn coming up from Didi's side.
He needs a see. Okay, he gets the soul burn. He needs a proc. He needs some blinds.
Let's get the proc. And the blind on the Landy as well. But
Okay.
no blind on the
Their
Landy,
battles
so
wisely.
still a
Keep a
big turn
minute.
coming up.
Ayak needs everything from that Archdemon Mercedes to turn this around.
Leave it to me.
But here
Here go,
comes
Landy S3. The blind though coming in clutch.
Oh, bar!
Potentially.
Secret weapon. Respect the great land.
and the Landy full burst.
Oh, the Destina does live and Chatty does proc again.
Yeah, missed on
Yeah.
the Destina there. That's big for Ayak. But with a
DFI
steady turn here and souls available, we're probably
Yeah,
gonna see a lot of units go down.
and it does
And
hit
keep
the
it going.
ADS as well.
That should be it. I think this kills the ADS potentially. Getting some extra damage there from the kill. S2 passive.
Yeah, and the ADS
Down
and
they
the DFS.
go.
That's a full cleanup and 2-2 tied. We're looking
Oh
into
man.
12 prevents now. Oh man, we might be running out of that.
Game 5.
Screen on
We
top.
went 2-2.
Game five, and Didi, he's putting the team on a championship point now. If he
Yeah,
wins,
Didi's staying alive.
Battle Frenzy is going to be the champion of GCB Season 2.
I do think Didi though is struggling a little bit in the draft phase. So if Ayak maybe just bans out the Stenny, I think Ayak's looking a little more comfortable. He has more pick options. It just feels.
Okay, potentially a final game of the tournament. Didi on a match point, championship point. Finally, a
There's the Stenny
Destina
ban.
ban.
I protect.
First
That's
pick
what I
Scarwell
do.
on the side of Ayak.
I do like the
needs to
Scarwell
be-
pick quite a bit. Very safe pick for Ayak's side.
So we might be moving away from those revives. They're still made Chloe. What else is Didi thinking? Has been a lot of Spectre Tenebria so far.
He's taking
Yeah,
all his time
Didi
here,
really-
plan out all
yeah.
5 picks.
I think Didi has been really relying on that Stenny, so now that it's been banned, Didi really needs to think this one through.
Yeah. Sure he has something else planned. Can't just be Spectre Tenebria for sure. And what's this? Gotta show other cards.
15 seconds on the clock.
Are you
Gotta
going
choose
to
soon.
provide
Oh,
some
he takes the
entertainment?
first pick,
First
Zio.
pick Zio, and the FCC as
Cecilia.
I
well.
won't back down.
Okay, what a start for Didi. Is still away from Ayak too. With that many heroes banned. And you're still more heroes away from the opponent. That's a great strategy. Yeah, Ayak in
Those
response.
players taking plenty of time, right? Just thinking it over.
They
It's
have
2-2. Yeah, this is a
2-2.
big match.
Set match apparently, or potentially for the side of Battle Frenzy.
Prove
A
your
lot of them
worth.
line here. Ayak goes for the ADS.
Right,
Extremely
a little
early.
but you know, in game 5, you got to do what you got to do. See if Didi can punish that a little bit.
Can you even bring your own Solitaria? Would it? Or is it too much?
I'll take your life.
I think Solitaria is a little bit of a better pick this time around just because Didi does have that Zeo opener. We do see the Politics again.
Yep, the Degen Poly.
And some very, very solid
Very
debuffs in the last match.
Oh, if he has it, I actually wouldn't mind a Last Rider crowd pick here from Didi, but I don't know what he has available. He did have the other golden boy, the Tywin. Goes for the shoe.
Goes for the shoe. First shoe.
Shoe's always good. Not bad in here at all.
No skin, by the way. But here. Ayak to respond.
I definitely have to think this one through. That shoe being really, really scary. Each time those counters go through, there's a lot of extra damage.
Let's see how Ayak responds here.
How do you stop? There can be some pretty good
Landy's
green
still
heroes.
available.
Yeah.
Valencia, I like that pick.
Over to you.
And the final pick from
Valencia
Ayak.
is a pretty solid pick, but that Politics landing the unbuffable on the Valencia could be a potentially very damaging effect.
So do we
See how
need
this
another
plays out
quench?
here.
Yeah, so his last pick will pretty much tell us what he's thinking of banning. Goes for the
The
Ravi.
APOC Ravi this time.
Hey, a lot of heroes are banned indeed.
Yeah. Not the strongest pick, but it could be just out of necessity, that last pick there.
Solitaria could potentially be a really damaging unit to take here for Didi's side. So much control.
Goes for the Landy again.
Landy instead. All the picks locked for the final game of set 4.
Does he ban out the silliest then? Or will Ayak ban the Landy? Bans could go either way here.
Oh, both players really taking their time for making the final decision. Might be it.
I don't think Didi has to ban the Sea Lilies here with the Zeo and the Politis. I think you have to ban
He bans
something
the
else.
Valencia. Wants the shoe to come up big.
A little bit of a better ban in my opinion as well. Definitely agree on this one. There is no cleanser on Ayak's side, so the Zeo silence could come off as a huge play.
Here we go. Potentially the final game of tournament.
Capable of.
To the tide and the winner. If Ayak wins, we go to set 5. If Didi wins,
Those who deny their
Team
faith
Battle Frenzy is gonna have the tournament.
must suffer.
We start with Zeo.
It's all on the line. Resist coming out.
Oh,
there.
no silence.
Not something that you want to see on Deity's side for sure.
Start for Ayak though.
You didn't see this
Goes
coming.
for the soul burn on the Landy.
Some damage, some crits.
Does
Okay.
proc the guiding light this time as well.
Attack here.
That
Man,
was
that's
a big
good.
counter. That was so risky on Didi.
We have a
Okay,
big Politis
okay.
S3 coming up. Let's
Yeah,
see.
no cleanse available. This could be brutal.
Stuns?
Oh!
A lot of debuffs. One Son of the Mare, which is huge.
And unbuffable on all 4 units.
Yeah.
That's huge. And anti-crit now from Shu.
Shoot, now ready to do some crazy counters.
Does it counter a
No
Ravi
crit
as
there.
well?
Anti-crit coming in.
Ashes, dust to dust. I'm unimpressed.
Oh, doesn't get the crit. There's a little dual attack. Counter
Oh,
from
counter
Shu. No
attack.
push.
I
No
made
push.
it time.
No prog. Okay.
Arwell's blinded.
40%.
Don't
He's gotta
ever
go for it,
ignore
though.
the
He's low on
power
health.
of someone.
Did he
With
hit?
Something to protect.
On Politis.
Be
Oh,
my
no
sword.
stun.
We also saw, though, from last game that the Politis has pretty high ER. May have not even stunned if it did hit. Here we go. Silly's S3.
Victory is seizing the future.
There will be a response.
Border coin.
Bigger.
Politis S2. Might see some more stuns.
Let's do the
No
debuff.
seed activating.
Oh, it is
Yeah,
Crimson
that's-
Seed on that A Ravi.
That's huge. No Vigor's up.
I'll make you kneel before me.
For the coin.
Witness
Got the provoke on
the
Landy.
power of the chosen one.
But this Zeo is potentially going to start doing some big damage.
Are we still?
Real back down.
There you go.
Didi about
DFI.
to
Big
Oh,
damage.
man.
Big damage coming out.
Was this too much?
Will Poly stun here?
Might be going towards the finish real soon.
Yeah. Doesn't want to hit
How
those.
can I help?
No stun.
Shoot full
Shoot.
focus. Could be a big
Full
push.
focus.
Oh, that's a
And
little
on
risky.
soups.
Ooh,
No counter comes out, though.
There.
Your
Yeah, I think he's trying to
emperor
finish now. Nope. Hitting the Arwell. Counterattack. trips before the DFI.
This damage is still enough for the disappear. It's Landy now.
Guiding Light did proc.
This time, not many good targets here for the A-Rob.
Oh man!
Yeah, I don't think there's a kill
Ayak!
target here. He can't S3 yet. It's not going to kill any of these.
We're close to GG.
Maybe with 2 dead? Might risk it? No. That might have killed the poly.
Okay, Poly's
Oh, this boss is taking a lot of damage. So we see where the stats kind of are subbed out on Didi's side.
No counters yet from the
here's
80 Meru.
third DFI and only
goes
Apex
down.
money left.
There is a soul burn available as well if he decides to do it here.
We did see Crimson Seed on this APOC.
This is for Inquisition.
This could be it.
Last game, last survive.
7k on the initial S3, a big turn from Zio.
Apex Robbie be the hero.
She gets a counter. Doesn't
Oh,
die.
that's big damage. Oh,
But there
doesn't
are
kill.
souls available for the Politis. There's a huge opportunity here for Didi to still control this.
I think he still has the Crimson Seed proc though, so it's not for sure.
Are we talking stuns?
There's a counter.
Oh, counter attack!
Uh-oh.
Oh!
This could be bad for Didi. An
With 12
unlosable
prevent,
match.
we have Apex here.
He has souls. What does he
He
do
does
here?
have souls.
Does he take the double hit? Goes for no, not
No.
opting for anything. He
Oh,
does get the
the
push though.
squish!
Okay,
that's
but APOC
good
now
damage.
has S3 primed. He's gonna knock out that Zio.
Who do we get back?
Oh, we see.
Oh, he gets counter though. No push, no push.
Oh!
Silliest.
Wow.
And no skills, just
No
S1.
skills available, but we'll pull that Robbie. There's a counter.
Oh,
Missed
skill
pretty
no.
well.
Oh no!
Oh, but a big turn
Doesn't
from
pop.
the True. There's soul burn available as well.
I don't
Oh,
know,
that's a lot of
he's not soul
damage.
burning. He's saving for the Landy.
And
But he doesn't
Landy's
have
here.
the, okay, well.
And Apex dead!
Yeah,
That
Didi
is
saving
it.
souls for the next game. Doesn't need them.
To me.
That is it, Didi! Oh, just purely happy, signs of relief. And
Big smile on his face.
that's the camera of the champion. Here's the winner. Didi's gonna win the game, and Battle Frenzy will be the champion of Global Creator Battle Season 2. Congratulations, and Didi, after taking a big break yesterday, got a big win against Ayak. No ace match, but still, it's a huge 3-1 victory for Battle Frenzy. What a
Great
game, what a game.
games all around. What a great game to end off the set.
Yeah, went the distance. Didi clutching it out there. You
Ayak
see the
is
relief
very
on his
close.
face, man. He's so happy to get those Sky Stones for his team.
Those Politis debuffs, man, really sticking through at the very, very end. What a great tournament.
Oh,
Can you
Hey,
okay there?
Santa.
You look
Beat it.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
The match take
last
too long?
game, it took quite a bit of time. I've aged a little bit, but just in time for the festive holidays.
Yeah, well, looking older than
BK
me.
man.
Santa's back.
Yeah, right there. Congratulations, Battle Frenzy, for grabbing the first place from this
Yep.
Global Creator Battle Season number 2. And again, Kana team, Inquisition, was stopped by a different team this time, but we'll be getting second place. Congratulations there, but no ace match. I'm a little bit sad. I thought that Apex Robbie was maybe able to pull that off 1v4.
It was
Not
close.
quite. Yeah, but that rat is still pretty strong with that penetration. And that's going to be the result of our grand final match that we had between Inquisition and Battle Frenzy. Battle Frenzy, currently a huge... We actually had a lot of 4 games and 5 games. It wasn't... We never had a 3-0 coming up from any of these players. Just proving why they're actually up in the grand finals and how good they are. And that's going to be the result of the entire tournament. Since last week, from match 1, it's finals, all 6 games of best of 3, and then the grand finals of best of 5. Wow, what a tournament. It has been a lot of fun so far. And Battle Frenzy, they'll be getting a lot of Sky Stones, and maybe they'll get to use that for extra limited. How did you... Oh,
Yeah, a great showing. Unfortunately, at the very end, just like the very first season of the CCI, Kana's team has unfortunately fallen to second place once again. But props to Kana's team. I think they had a great showing. Valky as well. Very dominating performance. But Team Battle Frenzy, kudos to you guys. A great set of games for sure. and very, very dominant.
Yeah, they take home the prize. Even though they were dominant, though, G-Clef mentioned, right, every game, it wasn't a clean sweep. They definitely played their heart out, just didn't quite work out in the end.
Maybe next year. Maybe next season. We'll see where the journey of Kana's team goes. Maybe next season, next year.
Third time's the charm.
I know. Man, guys, for 2 weeks, it's been a blessing to be on the desk with you guys. What did you think about the tournament? And so far, it's been a great time with you, Kenny and Car6. Got any last words? Let's go with Car6 first.
Yes, sir. It's been a pleasure. We spent every weekend together. It's been a long grind, but definitely worth it. Congratulations again to Battle Frenzy. My heart goes out to Inquisition, though. Y'all played so well. Just didn't quite work out. And yeah, it's been an honor. Thank you for having me.
And how about you, Santa?
Yeah, thanks so much for having us on the desk. Car, it was a great time, as well as UG Clef, to cast alongside you guys. Especially for my first time casting, I had a blast. I think all the matches that were played were really, really great. Definitely appreciate everyone, especially in the E7 community as well, for supporting us. Appreciate you guys. And yeah, kudos to Kana's team and all the participants. You guys are great.
And just to mention that 10 leaves should be coming in about 2-3 days. So make sure you get it in the mailbox. Of course, you won't miss it because you log in and check the mailbox every single day. And that will be in soon. And don't forget to do the hunt buff, and the buff's coming in the next week too. And so far, thanks with your homie G-Clef, with me, Kenny and Car. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching the Global Content Creator Battle. We had a blast. And congratulations again to Battle Frenzy for becoming the champion of season number 2. And hope to see you guys all soon. Have an epic weekend. See you all next year.